Welcome into the Wildcat Football Network. Randy Lee alongside Scott Hardy to start things off tonight. Brett Pritchard heading this way, coming in from Auburn, but a beautiful night so far. No rain, a little bit of, I don't know if I call that a heat lightning across the way, but it looked a little bit like that, Scott. But great weather so far, very humid out here, and a tremendous crowd, and we knew there would be here in Alexander City.
Absolutely, and if you're looking for a great high school environment, you couldn't look for a better one than here tonight. Benjamin Russell versus Opelika. First region game for both teams, so it should be an exciting night.
Opelika off to a 2-0 start, and Scott, they get that with two of the better wins here in the state of Alabama to kick things off. Champions Challenge, actually a 1-0 start. I don't think they counted that first game in Champions Challenge, but they took on a very good athletic team from Carver of Montgomery, who has been on a long stretch of at least a decade where they've been right at the top of 6A. Both of these teams moved down to 6A this year with Carver and Opelika. Opelika defeats them. Then they take on arch rival Auburn, and first time they've been able to defeat Auburn in the regular season since 2007. Get over the hump, win a close game last week, throw the football around the field pretty well. So two quick wins for Opelika. On Benjamin Russell's side, nice win 38-13 over BC Rain to kick the season off, and a good win on the road against what I think will be a rival moving forward in Central of Clay.
Yeah, great wins for Benjamin Russell to start the season, starting the season 2-0. But again, this is a game that really matters. You have region implications here. This kind of will set the tone for who has a chance to win the region, but both teams coming in with a lot of momentum right now.
Pregame show brought to you by Russell Do-It Center each and every week, and we appreciate Kirby Scales and the rest of his staff for being a part of Benjamin Russell High School football for a long, long time. Going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, hopefully we'll have you set for the coin toss as the band comes on the field, and the national anthem will be up next. More of the Wildcat Football Network right after this.
Amtech is proud to be part of the Alexander City area. Amtech understands the importance of education, athletics, and teamwork. Support from friends, family, classmates, and faculty play a big part of success on the field. Amtech wishes the Wildcats best of luck this year, not only in the games, but in all of your academic achievements as well. Good luck, BRHS athletes, coaches, band members, cheerleaders, faculty, and students from Amtech.
Have you heard about Walls Tire and Auto? Walls Tire and Auto is a full-service garage with over 40 years combined experience in the shop. Let the professional, experienced staff at Walls Tire and Auto provide you with any service your car needs. You already know they handle tires of all sizes and brands, but did you know if your car breaks down, the friendly staff of Walls Tire and Auto will pick you up, make the repairs, and deliver your car back to you? Stop by and see them today. They're right off Highway 280, about a mile past Lake Hill Bridge, or call at 256-825-2628.
No pest is too big or too small for Lex Wedgeworth Pest Control. Protect your home or business today from insects, termites, mosquitoes, and more. Lex uses only the latest state-of-the-art technology and equipment to solve your pest problem, including the environmentally friendly Centricon termite baiting system. Lex has been servicing the Lake Martin area for over 35 years, and he has a full staff on hand. Call Lex today, even if it's just a question. 256-234-6162. Lex Wedgeworth Pest Control. Smart solutions to your pest problems.
Hello, I'm Tim Ray, captain of Benjamin Russell Quarterback Club. As we get ready to kick off this 2014 season, I would like to thank the following: Elliott City Parks and Rec, Good Old Boys Barbecue, R&B Media, WAXC TV, LMG, 97.5 Kalijah Country, Russell Do-It Center, Coombs Catering, JR Sports Bar and Grill, and Russell Medical Center. Thanks to each one of you, and always remember, we are BR.
Okay, lotus flowers, let's breathe deeply. Now find your center.
Found it.
Oh.
Yum. Yoga is so delicious.
The Zensation Salad is back. Chicken fingers on mixed greens with crispy wonton strips, Asian slaw, honey sesame sauce, and a veggie egg roll. Zaxby's indescribably good.
Cloud9 in downtown Alexander City has gifts for all occasions. Cloud9 has men's clothing by Southern Point, ladies' clothing by Tribal, Tag Jeans, and IC Collection, children's clothing by Vera Bradley, and of course their beautiful Vera Bradley selection of bags and accessories, jewelry for all ages, and a bridal registry. The girls at Cloud9 look forward to seeing you, and you will love their beautiful, smiling faces. Home sweet home at Cloud9 in downtown Alex City.
Your number one football fans, Auto Owners Insurance and the Phillips Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call me, John Phillips, at the Phillips Agency in Alexander City at 256-329-8406.
That means it's time for our Scotty Gordon Farmers Insurance Coin Toss. Auto, home, life, and business life is better when you have a plan. Call Scotty Gordon at Farmers Insurance today. Randy, looking at the scores for Opelika, 20-16, 20-17. Coach Horn and I just talked about that. That was a point of emphasis. Opelika jumped out to big leads on both of those teams. The other two teams came back, made it a close ball game, but Opelika has gotten off to a quick start the last 2 weeks. It is very imperative here tonight that we do not allow big plays in the secondary. They're going to try to throw the football, but we need to keep it close to the vest going into the fourth quarter.
I think you can point to two things tonight. Can we block their defensive front? That's number one, because we need to run the football. We're not going to throw it around much. And can we keep Opelika from hitting us with a big play? I think we'll stop their run. I think we'll be real competitive with our defensive front and our linebackers in competition with their running backs. But listen to these stats last week. Matthew Christian, 3-year starting quarterback for Opelika. He was 10 of 12 for 238 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Big plays.
Almost 24 yards per reception there. Several of those, one of them being a 76-yarder to Moss. That's things that we can't allow to happen, because no matter how we spin it here tonight, we're going to have to keep it close, have to keep the score, I believe, is going to have to be 14 points or below for our Wildcats to have a good chance. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm pointing to.
We've had the toss of the coin, sponsored by Scotty Gordon, and Opelika wins the toss, and they want the football. So they feel like that's their strength. They want to jump out on our Wildcat defense here, just like they have on Carver and just like they did last week against Auburn. And, again, we'll see our Wildcat defense first. That's our strength of this team this year. There's no question about it. Danny Horn preaches defense. Coach Burkhalter over there. I think we played tremendously well in the first 2 games. Let's run down the starters on the defensive side.
Our nose tackles, Tay Robinson, 5'10", 245-pounder. Brandon Lowry, 6 foot, 302, will start at an end. Trey Edwards, 6'1", 198 pounds at the other end. Christopher Doss and Jagary Tuck will get a lot of playing time. Jagary Tuck is tied with Trey Edwards for 18 tackles and the lead on the team so far. Our outside backers are Q Johnson, Orlando Henderson, and A.J. Russell will also play. Our 2 middle linebackers, the twins, Sam and Scott Sturdivant. Back in the secondary, Rodney Carroll, 6 foot, 168-pounder. He'll be tied up with their best receiver. He's at corner. Key Kendrick, 5'5", 142, is our other corner. And our 2 safeties, probably the real strength of this defense. Tyree Gray, 5'10", 154. Pac-Man Norris, 5'11", 187. He was an all-state performer last year. This defense will have to keep us in the football game tonight.
When you need plumbing service, call on the professionals at A&M Plumbing LLC. We are your dealer for Nature's Miracle state-of-the-art water filtration systems, providing sales and installation of systems for your whole house or under sink. Join our Diamond Club and enjoy many benefits and services while saving money and getting priority service scheduling. We offer financing, and our services include a 1-year satisfaction guarantee. All our technicians are trained, background tested, drug screened, and wear photo IDs to ensure your safety and peace of mind. Our knowledgeable staff will be happy to answer any of your questions. So call A&M Plumbing LLC today.
Adams Health and Rehab in Alexander City helps you get back to life faster. When you need the best rehabilitative care following surgery, a stroke, or heart attack, Adams Health and Rehab offers a comfortable, home-like atmosphere, private suites with phone and flat screen, even a secure Alzheimer's dementia unit, and highly skilled 24-hour nursing care. Adams Health and Rehab is here for you by helping you get back to life. Adams Health and Rehab, 256-329-0847.
Home-owned and home-operated, Wheeless Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs has been in operation for over 20 years, providing seamless gutters, shingle and metal roofing, vinyl siding, and replacement windows to satisfied customers. Wheeless Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs accepts insurance claims. We are a licensed, bonded company you can rely on. Give your home a facelift and stop risking injury climbing on ladders to clean your gutters. Call the professionals with Wheeless Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs for your free estimate today.
JD's Tire and Lube. If you need diesel, if you need non-ethanol gas, if you love service, need new tires, don't waste your time shopping around. Go to JD's Tire and Lube. They can get you any tire, anytime at the best prices around, and you get free rotation and balance for life of the tire. JD offers full service for whatever your needs are. Oil change, brake repair, radiator work, batteries. You can even get your car washed. The customer service is unbeatable at JD's Tire and Lube, 316 Tallapoosa Street, Alexander City, in the old Foshee Service Station building.
Grace's Flowers in Alexander City on Hillaby Street has been making people happy for decades. Susie Kelly and her friendly staff continue that same great tradition. Grace's Flowers is a full-service florist for all occasions, funerals, weddings, and other special events. In addition to flowers, Grace's has a great gift selection as well. To send a smile or encouragement, call 234-4238, and Grace's Flowers will deliver. Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street in Alexander City.
Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center specializes in all things vein and laser oriented. Our physicians treat varicose veins and spider veins. We also utilize laser technology for things such as hair removal, tattoo removal, laser skin tightening, and laser facial peels. Wouldn't you like to see those unsightly varicose veins or spider veins disappear? Remove that dark, unwanted hair or eliminate fine lines and wrinkles. Most procedures are done in 15-minute sessions. Visit our website at lakemartinvein.com or call our office today at 256-212-9300.
Professionalism, reliability, experience. At T-Rapid Return Taxes, these are not just words, they are guidelines. IRS registered tax return preparer Freddie Traylor is a lifelong resident of the area. He is not here today and gone tomorrow. For tax prep, e-file, or customer advance loans, see the professionals at 214 Calhoun Street, downtown Alex City. T-Rapid Return Taxes.
Sean Rape, the left-footed kicker, approaches. It's a high end-over-end kick. This one will go 5 yards deep into the end zone for a touchback, so the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Brett, as you look at this football game, and this is 2 years in a row that we've played them, and points have been at a premium. What do you point to as we started up that you think is the most important
Well,
thing
the
tonight?
last 2 years, we started on offense first, and we took the first drive and went down and scored on the first drive. I think it's important for whoever to get those first points on the board. I think it gives you a little bit of a spark, so to say, here in this game. Matthew Christian will be the quarterback, a 3-year starter, the senior for the Bulldogs. Will line up in the shotgun formation, one back beside him to the right. He sends a man in motion. That's Trey Ezell. He will roll the pocket to the right, step up, throw it. Pass is incomplete. Good coverage. Tyreek Pac-Man Norris all over him as he was looking for Ezell there in the right flat. It's incomplete, brings up second down.
Outstanding football player here for the Wildcats, about 190 pounds. He packs a punch when he hits you, but he also had 5 interceptions last year, and that garnered him that all-state nod. He'll have to have a big night tonight.
Pistol formation this time on 2nd down and 20 for the Dogs. They'll split 2 receivers up to the wide side of the field, and they're going to hand it off the right side, and they've got him stymied right there, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. Maybe gets back to the 20. No, they're going to say he lost a yard that time as the Wildcats made him stretch it out. Got great penetration in there, Randy. It's 3rd and long.
This play's made by the outside backer and Trey Edwards. They contain. They don't allow him to hit the corner. Cut it back inside. 2 middle linebackers come across, make the stop. 3rd and 10 as we're kicking this football game off.
Yeah, you've got to get off the field on 3rd downs here, and it's a 3rd and long situation for the Bulldogs. The Wildcats would love to get off the field here. Christian in shotgun. We bring a blitz right to him, and he forced him to throw it low and incomplete. And that's the first time this year we've really seen Coach Burkhalter bring a blitz, and they brought the outside backer, Q Johnson.
Yeah, Q Johnson, 6'1", about 6'2", 180 pounds, an outstanding playmaker for the Wildcats on both sides of the ball, and he dials it up perfectly. It was just a hitch pattern, but we were 10 or 12 yards off back in the secondary. Would have been close if we'd have been able to come up and make the stop. Marquise Odom will go back around our 45-yard yard line to receive this punt.
What a great defensive stand. 3 and out for the Wildcat defense. Look to get good field position here. There's a good snap and the punt. And he gets off a wobbly punt, but it can be returned. Fielded at the 39-yard line. Marquise Odom finds a little seam, breaks a tackle, 45, and spun up to about the 48, 49. That's a good return for Marquise Odom there to get the ball back to midfield. The Wildcats will start 1st and 10. Tyree in the shotgun, going to hand it off on a draw play, and they got some blocks, and he runs right into the back of his blocker across the 40 up to the 43-yard line. A well-designed draw play. Probably should have kicked it out over here to the left side, Randy, but was able to get about 4 yards there on first down.
You know, we compliment Chase Burton with his north-south running style, and he's looking for a lane to go for, but this one is perfectly blocked up front on a draw play. Back in the shotgun. Chase did have some running room on the left. Positive yards of 4, 2nd down and 16.
Yeah, I thought it was an outstanding play call. Stay in the spread formation. Tyree going to roll the pocket to his left, finds a seam, was hit as he stepped up to throw the football, and the pass was short, incomplete over here around the midfield stripe, so the Wildcats will be faced 3rd down and 16. 3rd and 16, trying to sprint him out to give him a little time, Randy, to throw the football.
Big play, and this is not where we are strong this year with our offensive possession. Last year with a 4-year starter in Brian Horn, when it was 3rd and 16, you had a lot of plays you could dial up. Tonight, you knew you needed 4 or 5 yards in a cloud of dust, that type of football game. But when 2 consecutive penalties take you back 10 yards, makes it tough on the offensive unit. 3rd down and 16, 10:22 to go here in the first. We're scoreless.
Yeah, just cannot shoot yourself in the foot against a team like Opelika, and another stop and play. 10:22 to go here in the first quarter. And the Wildcats have a 3rd and 16, and the officials will huddle back up. And not very much time has gone off this clock here early in this game. Opelika was 3 and out. They didn't gain a yard on their first possession. The Wildcats have gone backwards with penalties. They're at -6 yards here on the first possession. Let's see what they can do. They need the Bulldog 41-yard line for a first down. Officials get it all straightened out. The play clock, maybe the issue is at 0. Trying to get the play clock rolling.
Nice weather here tonight.
Beautiful.
It's cooled off, I'd guess, 10, 15 degrees since this afternoon.
And there's the play clock ready to go, and they'll start it back to play. 3rd and 16. Tyree in the shotgun formation. They bring the house, set up a screen. He juggles it, catches it. Midfield, breaks a tackle down to the Bulldog 45, 44-yard line. A well-designed play by the offensive staff for the Wildcats, and he's going to be a couple of yards shy. Gets to the 44. He needed really about the 41, so they'll call it 3 yards short of a first down. But, Randy, another great offensive play call.
Thing I like to see here is the offensive front for the Wildcats down the field making some blocks and getting after it. That's what you're going to need to see tonight. Everyone talks, and we look like we're going for it quickly. Back to the line, you see Cole Grogan come into the ball game.
Watch for the voice inflection. It happened at Central Clay last week. Change in voice inflection. Going to go with a hard count. He got him. He got him to jump just like last week, and we'll get a first down. Compliments of cardiology of Central Alabama. Cole Grogan is 2 for 2 on the voice inflection. I don't know what his voice sounds like, but he gets them to jump, and Opelika gives the Wildcats a first down. And look, we're seeing new wrinkles in this offense that we haven't seen in a couple of years. Seeing these screen passes early, trying to keep the Dogs off balance.
We'll go back to that physical brand of football right here as the ball is moved inside the 39 to the 38-yard line of Opelika. And we'll try again. We had 2 consecutive penalties out of this formation to start the football game. Let's see what we were thinking about doing.
Yeah, let's try not to do it again as we'll go back there with Tyree by himself. Send Sturdivant in motion. Both of them will come back over just like we saw earlier. Tyree, long snap count, going to send Q Johnson in motion. Going to try the speed sweep. Overload the side, got some blockers, and he's cut down over here. Marquise Odom didn't hold his block, and there's a penalty flag coming in after the play is over. It'll be 2nd down and 6 at the Bulldog 35-yard line. They're going to show a blitz over here on the right side. Tyree Gray, long and deliberate snap count. Clock is rolling. Play clock is down to 7. He will take the snap, hand off left side. A seam for Chase Burton. A very short window there closed quickly as he crossed the 35 down to the 33-yard line. So a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Wildcats.
Physical hit right there by Roy Yancey. A 6'2", 290-pound senior comes across the left middle linebacker. I don't know if that's the weak side backer here. It probably would be. And Roy Yancey comes across the line and makes the stop. But a makeable possession play here for the Wildcats with 8:22 to go. 3rd down and 5 as the clock rolls.
Randy, that's where you want to be, 3rd and 4 or shorter. And that's where we are. Split 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom down here. 2 backs, and Opelika showing blitz. Constantly walking up to the line and trying to get back there in the backfield. Let's see what the Wildcats dial up here. Tyree Gray with 2 seconds snaps the football. Will take it, throw the football, and pass is tipped and intercepted. Tipped and intercepted at the line of scrimmage. And he will return it past the 40-yard line, looking for Hugh Johnson at the sticks. And the Dogs come up and get a tip pass and an interception, and there's the first big break of the game.
Roy Yancey, I just mentioned, very physical inside backer for Opelika. Gets it off the tip. Great job by the left defensive end to get that paw up and knock it into the air and pick it off. And Hugh Johnson makes the stop, but the last thing you wanted to see happen there on a 3rd down and 5, we know it's a possession game. Whoever turns the football over the most stands the best chance here tonight, and our Wildcats turn it over first.
Yep, going to have to play defense, and a big turnover there for the Bulldogs. Has it inside Wildcat territory to 37. Matthew Christian. Wildcats will show blitz here again. Will draw back to pass. Looking, he's under pressure, going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half a yard for Matthew Christian. That's going to do it. Wildcats doing a good job staying in their lane.
That's my man making the play, Trey Edwards, coming off the left defensive end, and he's talented, 6'1", 2, about 195, 200 pounds. He gets away from that right tackle and causes that disruption, and a great job open field tackle for the Wildcats.
Yeah, wouldn't trade Trey Edwards for anybody over on Opelika's side, that's for sure. 2nd down and 9, they'll call it. A little draw play to the left side, following a block, got a hold, 30, 25-20, and stumbles forward inside the 15. Got those big guys out there pulling that time, and were able to get a seam. He had his hand on the back of one of his offensive linemen, and he ran him all the way down inside the 15, down to the 12. It'll be 1st down and 10.
Hugh Johnson, Tyree Gray make the stop in the secondary for the Wildcats, but again, the turnover, the long interception return by Roy Yancey has the Bulldogs knocking on the Wildcats' door.
Christian 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 11-yard line. Shotgun snap, going to hand off up the middle, and he's hitting the backfield, and he's going to be swarmed up, and still fighting forward right there at the 10-yard line. They'll give him forward progress around there, so about a yard gain. Wildcats doing a good job on 1st down. Got to get some kind of a stop here, force a field goal opportunity here for Opelika.
A.J. Russell out of the ball game as his helmet comes off. Sam Sturdivant back in. More than likely Tay Robinson right there in the scrum on the stop for the Wildcats.
2nd down and 8, they'll call it. Gain of 2. Going to hand off again left side, trying to cut it outside, and he's tripped up from behind. Good tackle, as you just said, number 48 for the Wildcats over there.
That's 40.
Yeah, 40. Jagary Tuck over there making the play for the Wildcats, brings up 3rd down and 4.
And he has 17 stops coming into the game, only one shy. Trey Edwards leading the football team. Huge play here for the Wildcats. Need to stop, need to hold for a field goal opportunity. You would count this as a win on a field goal opportunity here, Brett.
There's no doubt about it. Ford in the backfield beside Christian in the shotgun formation on 3rd down and 4. Handoff right up the middle, trying to dance around. We got him in the backfield. It's Tay Robinson. He's not going to break out of Tay Robinson's grasp. That's for sure. One of the strongest guys in the state of Alabama wrapped him up and dropped forward in the backfield. It'll be 4th down.
You know, only one running lane on that possession on a good job of blocking on the left side of the front. Other than that, we aren't leaving any holes in the middle of that defensive front. So they had, a 12 or 15-yard gain off left side that gets them in field goal range. But a great job by the defense standing up and making that play.
Timeout on the field. Wildcats have held a 4th down. It'll be a field goal opportunity coming up for the Bulldogs. We'll take a A&M Plumbing timeout. Your S&S Discount Tire score. Dogs and Wildcats knotted up at 0. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
For over 60 years, East Central Alabama has relied on Jackson Refrigeration for installation and service on all brands, including Rheem, Goodman, and York. Now we've expanded into A1 Four Seasons Heating and Air, a division of Jackson Refrigeration. We still make your comfort our priority and expect our staff to be the most experienced, dedicated, and trained to give you the highest quality of sales and service. When choosing your heating and air company, choose our family of professionals. The all-new A1 Four Seasons Heating and Air, the all-new division of Jackson Refrigeration. In a world that's ever changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success. Dr. George Hardy has been serving the Lake Martin area since 1991. Come in for your partials, dentures, caps, crowns, root canals, or whatever you need. Dr. Hardy also offers cosmetic dentistry like bleaching, veneers, and lumineers. Dr. Hardy and his staff love kids. So if you're 2 or 102, come in and let us take care of you. We also offer emergency dental care and accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and all kids. Give us a call today at 234-5678, located on Church Street in Alexander City. If you come in without a smile, we'll give you one of ours.
Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City, is now selling and servicing cell phones, iPads, and tablets. Depot Computer also sells and services computers, laptop, and desktop accessories, virus protection. Get them cleaned up now. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City.
Times change, but what Alabama banks on never changes. In good times or difficult times, people in Alabama know they can bank on community ties, common history, strong relationships, and trusted experience. That's why for over 110 years, Tallapoosa County has banked with Alliant. Log on to AlliantBank.com or come by one of our convenient locations and experience the same friendly service. Alliant, a century of banking on Alabama. Alliant Bank, a division of U.S. Ameribank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Alex City Chiropractic, we can help you identify and correct health issues caused by misalignments of your spine that disrupt normal nerve communication between your brain and your body. At Alex City Chiropractic, we correct these misalignments by gently adjusting your spine, allowing your brain to better communicate with your body, resulting in improved health for you. At Alex City Chiropractic, you can receive chiropractic care to maintain the integrity of your spine and nervous system. Call Alex City Chiropractic today and let us help you reach your peak performance.
For over 30 years, Lackey's Floor Covering has been the name you can trust for premium name brand flooring. For 2 generations, Lackey's has made it easy to give your home that fresh look. Get better value without sacrificing on quality with names like Shaw's Carpet. No matter what room or style, we have the flooring you need with quality carpet, hardwood, and tile. Lackey's can consistently quote and install premium floors without busting your wallet. Let Lackey's Floor Covering show you how easy it is to get that fresh look in your home.
Chasden Blackman directly in the middle of the field will put the tee down. They'll line it up, watch for a fake here. There's the snap, the place, the kick is up, and the kick is good, but a win there for the Wildcat defense. No doubt about it. Opelika strikes first, 3-0. Let's see what happens here. Wildcats will send 2 guys deep around the 10-yard line.
Directional kick, you can tell.
Yeah.
If you got them at the 10, that's what Opelika's determining is they've got 2 guys lined up potentially to kick.
You better watch a trickeration play here. There'll be a pooch kick over here. It's going to go out of bounds. So they're just trying to eliminate any kind of a return. And again, that's how big this game is, Randy, and how big plays are in this game. You got to watch Matthew Christian. It's a matter of time before they're going to go deep on our secondary, and we'll have to be up to the test. And we got a good return game. We got a good kicking game. So Opelika does not want to kick the ball deep to Pac-Man Norris or anybody that's back there that has a chance to break it 80, 90 yards.
You know, just checking out the early part of the ball game, that's a true strength for the Wildcats we mentioned. But a strength and a positive on our side looks like special teams play and kicking unit. If it comes down to a kick, I like our chances.
Oh, yeah.
This one snuck into the left corner on this 3-pointer down here for the Bulldogs inside the 10-yard line. Wildcats need to dial up some offense here. 5:44 to go here in the first.
Pistol formation. Sends a man in motion right to left. Is Sturvin going to hit it up right side, and a gain of about 2.5, 3 yards over the right side going off that right guard. As they sent Sturdivant in motion, they're going to give him 2 yards. It brings up 2nd down and 8.
Chase Burton leads this Wildcat rushing attack as he has over 180 yards rushing in the first 2 football games of the season and 2 touchdowns, but it's normally the 4, 5, 6 yards grounded out type. We're going to need some big plays here tonight. 2nd down and 8 as the ball is resting on the Wildcat 37.
Stay in the shotgun formation, 2 backs to the right of Tyree Gray. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Sturdivant in motion, going to hand off Burton, trying to find a hole, and just not picking up any blocks out here on the corner as Opelika's getting good penetration there.
We're whooped. We just got whooped on the left side of the offensive front, was pushed back 2-3 yards in the backfield. If that happens, you don't stand a chance. And that's the beauty of this Opelika defensive front. They're very physical. Not only that, they're talented. And
very quick off the ball.
If we can't block them, we need to run the football. We need to control and have ball possession here tonight. That wasn't what we're looking for.
No.
3rd down and 7.
4:40 and counting here in the first quarter. Opelika up 3-0. Split 2 receivers to the wide side of the field, to the top, moving right to left. 1 bottom down here is Carter Lloyd. Tyree Gray. It'll be a quarterback keeper. Left side, he's got a hole, 40, 45, midfield, and he's got a Wildcat first down, and there's 15 more as they hit him late out of bounds.
Tyree Gray with that great speed. He had over 90 yards rushing last week. He takes it after faking to the right, comes on the left side, and outruns the secondary to the first down marker at midfield. He shoved about 3 yards out of bounds. Great call by the officials down there. That'll move it back to the 35-yard line, Brett.
Well, I'm telling you, right now, Tyree Gray is a game breaker in the open field. He's proved it a couple of times already. Coach Horn says when he's in space, he's hard to get a hold of. You saw it. He had an extra step compared to anybody else on the field just then. He ripped off about 14 yards before you could really turn your head in that direction, and that penalty will get the ball down to the Dog 35.
Tyree averaging over 6 yards a carry, 6.4 yards per carry, 16 rushes for 102 yards before that one.
Good offensive call again on the quarterback draw there on 3rd down and 7. Wildcats will huddle up. Play clock has not been started. There we go. Wildcats again have moved the ball down to the Bulldog 35 with good field position. Need to capitalize when you get down here near scoring opportunities. Going to go in the Wolf package. First time tonight. Pistol formation with 2 wing backs. 2 receivers, 1 to either side. Tyree's going to hand it off up the middle. Chase Burton breaking a tackle across the 30, down to the Bulldog 29-yard line. That's 6 yards on first down.
Hard to tell up here without watching film, but I can tell you in the middle part of the offensive front, there are holes. Stuart Ward's doing an outstanding job, I would guess, against Big Gentry down there for Opelika, moving him enough to open up a gap. This is a 6-yard gain right up the gut. 2nd down and 4. Under 4 minutes to go in the first with Opelika leading 3-0.
The big fellas for Opelika look a little winded right now on that defensive front. Look a little tired, and Wildcats going downhill with the running game. Have it 2nd and 4 at the Bulldog 29. 3:42 and counting here in the first quarter. Dogs up 3-0. Stay in the Wolf package. Tyree Gray will be at quarterback, going to hand it off. Another big hole. Chase Burton's going to get down to the 25-yard line. It's going to be right there at the stick. It's going to mark him short. Going to mark him about a half a yard short at about the 26 or 25.5-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down here. A big 3rd down coming up. Need half of a football to get it.
Quick to the line of scrimmage. Maybe 6 inches to go for the first down. 3:12 to go in the first.
And Opelika going to stay in there with their 3-man front. They're going to walk their backers up there now. Wildcats get a good surge, and they get across the line, and they're going to pick up a Wildcat first down. Compliments of Cardiology of Central Alabama. Good surge that time by the Wildcat offensive front.
Yeah, the middle of that offensive front. Daniel Bland, Stuart Ward, and Marquis Wheeler so far are opening up cracks. Gentry, what's he, 6'2", 330 pounds. I'm just guessing right there for Opelika in the middle at their nose tackle position. He's a huge guy. He's great in the 3-4 defense. If you can move him at all, I don't think he's quick enough to get into the backfield to cause disruption here. And Gentry got moved around pretty good on this drive so far as the ball's down to the 25.
Well, that offensive line is a strong group. Worked their tail off in the weight room. A lot of strength. Coach Horn has really complimented them on how strong they are. Same for the defensive front for the Wildcats. Under 240 here in the first quarter. Wildcats with a new set of downs at the Bulldog 25. Stay in the Wolf package. They're going to walk a corner up, fumble the football, and the Opelika Bulldogs fall on it. My goodness. And Stuart Ward's complaining about something. Did they fake a count over there? Nobody was ready on our side, and Stuart Ward is upset. Coach Horn is out on the field. Had to have been a voice inflection on the defensive side, and that's a personal foul. They're going to huddle up and talk about it. That is illegal. And Coach Horn, I've never seen him as upset as he is right now. It is very apparent that one of the defensive linemen for Opelika implicated a snap count, and Stuart Ward snapped the football, and that is a tough break right there. Nevertheless, Matthew Christian's going to pull it, go over the left side, and he's going to be chopped down at the 31-yard line. Stuart Ward's a kid, Randy, that never says anything. He just comes to work and fights every single play, and he was livid at whatever happened right there.
Matthew Christian shows option to the left side. Orlando Henderson makes a nice open field tackle. We got to stand up and play some defense.
Yeah.
It's still a long way to go as the ball is on the Opelika 32.
Yeah, picked up 5. Man stumbled going in motion. He'll take the speed sweep, and that's a hold over here. This one's coming back as he crosses the 40, 45-yard line. Sturdivant in the backfield, Randy, did an outstanding job. Sam Sturdivant he had nothing else to do but grab a handful of jersey.
So far, 2 turnovers for the Wildcats, and that's been about it. Opelika for the opposite. I mean, Brett, when you sit here a minute 54 into the football game, I know we trail 3-0. What are you thinking? I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. We have outplayed them.
Yeah.
And it really isn't that close. We've got to quit turning the football over.
Yeah.
But defensively, we're giving up very little, and we've handled them pretty well on the offensive front in comparison to their defense.
Well, the thing I was going to look at is the trenches, and I think we have definitely won that battle so far. We played extremely well up front. I think the play calling's been outstanding so far for the Wildcats on offense, but 2 turnovers is not what you can do in a game like this. And Coach Horn he's still upset. He is still giving it to this line judge down here. And it'll be 2nd and 10, excuse me. We're going to walk up a blitz here. Coming over there on the left side, they pick it up. Pass is almost caught at the sticks and incomplete. But again, bringing a blitz in the face of Matthew Christian forced him to throw the football high. Now it's 3rd and 10 again.
I love the call so far defensively and offensively for our Wildcat coaching staff. Coach Burkhalter dialing up those blitzes, and Q Johnson continues to get in the face and cause disruption. Big possession play here for the Bulldogs, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, trying to get up to the line quickly and snap the football, and wanted to snap it, not going to look over at Coach Blackman for another play. 3rd down and 10. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Christian, here we come on a blitz again. Right up the middle. He's under pressure. He slips out of there somehow. Going to dump it over the middle of the field complete. 40, 45, midfield 40, 30, 20, 10, gone, touchdown. We had him in the backfield. And that quick, you bust a big play over the middle for a touchdown, and it has swung in the Bulldogs' favor here in the first quarter with some unfortunate breaks for the Wildcats and a busted play right there over the middle.
Kyle Fortenberry, tight end, 6'3", 222 pounds,
and he's fast.
Junior. He outruns us to the end zone from his 45, so a 55-yard gallop as he goes for that touchdown. Matthew Christian makes a beautiful play. Not much to it as they will snap it over to Fortenberry. He's held short, so a 9-0 lead here in the early going.
Yeah, no good on the 2-point try there. You know, just absolutely your worst nightmare if you're the Wildcats. You turned it over twice, and they've cashed in on 2 turnovers. 9-0. They hit a busted play. We had him wrapped up in the backfield. Going to force him to punt the football. The blitz was dialed up perfectly. Matthew Christian's a big kid. He slips out, drifts over to the right side, and found his tight end over the middle. And once he did that, we had no defense behind that because we had brought the house on that blitz. And, Randy, it was 1-1 coverage out there in the secondary. still a football game and still an earful from Coach Horn. And, bottom line is you got to make plays when you have an opportunity to make plays. But something odd obviously happened on that last turnover for the Wildcats. But let's get the football back and get some points on the board here. Minute 25 seconds. The Wildcats definitely in this football game and have matched up man for man so far. Minute 25 seconds to go, and it'll be the double kick formation again. Can allow the game to get away from you early. Got to answer back here. Got to get on the board. Have driven down to the Bulldog 35 and the Bulldog 25. This was going to be a directional kick, fielded at the 12. Going to bring it out of there. Rodney Carroll, there's a hole. 30, 35, up to the 42, 43. He is a dangerous player back there in the return game for the Wildcats. And another good return, brought it from the 12 up to the 37-yard line.
Offensively, we've been strong on the offensive front, opening up some holes. Chase Burton had a nice drive on the previous. As Brett mentioned, 2 turnovers, 1 an interception on a batted pass. Another on had to have been a snap count by the defensive side of the ball as the ball is snapped directly to Tyree, and he's not looking for the ball at all. And both the center and the quarterback going directly to the officials. You hate to see it, but out in that wolf package to start the third possession.
1st and 10 at they're on 37. Going to send a man in motion to counter play. Going to hand off first man through, and he's going to fight forward for a couple of yards. And Wildcats will have 2nd down, 1 minute and 7 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Bulldogs up on the Wildcats 9-0. And that last drive, the Opelika defensive front was getting whipped pretty good up front, and obviously a simulated snap count by the Bulldog defensive line forced an errant snap that Tyree Gray wasn't even looking at Stuart Ward when he snapped it. And the Bulldogs were able to fall on the football, capitalized again on a turnover. Wildcats 2nd down and 8. The Bulldog 39-yard line, our own 39, excuse me. Pistol formation. And handoff up the middle is a vicious lightning bolt across the way. And we'll have to see if what the deal is there. Hopefully not a delay in this game, but that was a pretty good lightning bolt along the far side.
Very impressed so far with Roy Yancey. He's already picked a pass off, but he's physical in the middle. Opelika's always got great linebacking play, and Yancey's just another one in the mix as they will have timeout. Will they call it on the field?
No, it's going to be the end of the first quarter, and the Bulldogs win the first quarter, 9-0. 2 turnovers by the Wildcats equal 9 points for the Bulldogs. That's your S&S Discount Tire score. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
For over 70 years, Curley Motor Company has been serving the Lake Martin area with superior service. Curley Motor Company has quality pre-owned vehicles with down payments as low as $1,000 and flexible payment plans to fit any budget. Most vehicles come with warranties that Curley stands behind, and they even service customer vehicles. View all of Curley's inventory online at www.curleymotor.com. Curley Motor Company not only sells pre-owned vehicles, but offers much more, such as rental cars, headliner repair, and can help you with lost car titles and title work. When you buy a car from Curley Motor Company, you're not just buying a car, you're buying our name.
Arctic Air and Heat, located in Jackson Gap on Highway 280. Mr. Darryl Kazai invites you to call him. Now, folks, the cold weather's coming. That's a fact. Now, he is your rain dealer. That's RHEEM. His number is 256-794-4341. That's Darryl Kazai. Ask him about central heating and air. Central heating and air. That's 256-794-4341. Kazaya. Darryl Kazaya.
When it comes to providing the very finest in funeral services, there's one name that stands alone. At Radney's Funeral Home, we take pride in our reputation as one of the leading funeral homes in this part of Alabama. Since 1938, our name has stood for honesty, integrity, and quality. These are the principles that have made Radney's Funeral Home the #1 choice when you want the very finest in funeral service for your family. Radney's Funeral Home, the independent hometown funeral home serving Tallapoosa and surrounding counties.
Did you hear Bob's termination letter had a smiley face in it?
Is that Gunderson?
Yeah. He arranged our business loan without calling Riverbank.
Doesn't he know you never get a business loan without talking to Riverbank first?
Oh, he does now?
Wow, what a dummy.
You know I can hear you, all right?
Fun hat.
Yep, not weird at all.
Don't get a business loan without talking to Riverbank and Trust. Our service runs deep.
Over the years, S&S Tire's grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our 2 locations on Cherokee Road in Ellick City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.
Chase Elliott, tearing up the track in the Napa 9 car. It's hard to believe you're only 18.
You guys even remember what it was like when you were 18?
No, not at all.
I do. I was awesome.
Whether you're a rookie, veteran, or a legend, conquer the job with Napa Know-How.
And we'll catch up with Scott Hardy with stats as we close out. But a couple of breakdown plays there in the first period was really all that you saw for Opelika. Tyree Gray is 1 of 3 for 12 yards and an interception throwing the football. 8 carries for 20 yards. Chase Burton leads the Wildcats in the first. 49 total yards of offense.
Tyree Gray in the shotgun, going to send Q Johnson in motion left to right, going to fake it. And nothing as he tried that quarterback draw again, and Opelika snuffed that out. No gain on the play. It'll be a punting situation for Benjamin Russell.
Cole Grogan goes back to kick, averaging 29 yards a kick in the first 2 games of the football season. And here's where you've got to step up and have your defense make a play for you, Brett. When it's 9-0 and things just really haven't gone your way, you haven't been whooped around physically here on the football field, but 2 turnovers have caused this deficit for the Wildcats. You got to step up and get the ball back to your offense.
Yeah, you already knew you're going to have to ride your defenses back, and they already knew that. So snap, going to block it. Block the punt. Too slow on getting that punt off. Ball is still loose down there and out of bounds, and just too much time to punt.
Well, I mean, I don't think we touched the first 3. They didn't have 1. They had 3 back there on the kicker, and it was a good snap.
Yeah, it was a good snap.
Cole took a couple of steps, and I mean, he could have picked the ball off of his foot and ran with it rather than jump after it. So pretty bad blocking up front for our Wildcats. And, Brett, what I mentioned, the last thing you want to see is a short field for Opelika as they lead 9-0 with 11:33 to go in the second.
No doubt. No doubt about it. And turnovers and penalties and errors on special teams equal disaster. It doesn't matter who you are at whatever level of football that you play. And you put your defense in a bad situation, in a hole. Matthew Christian will start 1st and 10. Shotgun, going to hand off, speed sweep left side, going to swing it out, breaks a tackle 10, stays on his feet. Out of bounds somewhere around the 6-yard line, so running the speed sweep around left end on 1st down.
Right at the 1st down marker at the 6. We'll see if they'll give them a 2nd down nod. Looks like they will. About a yard to go, 2nd and 1. Pac-Man had an opportunity back here around a 2 or 3 yard gain to get him down. Couldn't. 2nd and 2, they'll call it on the field.
Going to go in the pistol formation. Actually, shotgun going to send Hudgens in motion left to right again. Fake the speed sweep. Come up the middle. Has a hold down to the 2, down to the 1. Reaches for the goal line. And did not get in. So going to go quickly to the line of scrimmage. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. 1st and goal at the Wildcat 2-yard line. Shotgun formation. Christian sends Hudgens in motion again. This time going to hand off. He tripped. Matthew Christian is able to take it around the right side and fight forward into the end zone for a touchdown. So I tell you, just a tough way to start this football game for the Benjamin Russell Wildcats.
Matthew Christian, a physical quarterback, 6'3", 195 pounds. We had an opportunity. We had him tackled or hit at about the 2 or 3 yard line, but he fights ahead and gets it into the end zone, and he is a very, very good athlete, a 3-year starter at quarterback for Opelika. And now the Bulldogs lead 15-0 with 11:02 to go in the second.
Extra point coming up for the Bulldogs. Snap the place, the kick is up, and it's good. Better figure out something on offense very quickly. 11:02 to go here in the first half. A lot of football left to play. The Opelika Bulldogs are the real deal, but you can't help them. You gotta play mistake-free football on your side, and you got to capitalize when you have opportunities. And just right now, it's the worst start that you can imagine for the Wildcats with penalties on that first drive, able to overcome those, but drive it down inside Bulldog territory to the 35 and into the 25, but turn it over twice.
Yeah, turn the football over twice and not odd turnovers. Not like you're hit in the backfield and have the ball stripped. You know, you've got a miscommunication on a snap. It snapped off the chest of the quarterback, falls down. A batted ball up into the air, and Yancey comes across and picks it off. But commend the Bulldogs. When you get those turnovers and you're able to cash them in, you're able to score some points, that's big. But as you mentioned, if you can put a drive together, you can put some points on the board, it's not down and out time yet. You're still not looking down there and saying, there's no chance. Look, we've had our moments here when I knew that we were outmatched man for man. It's not that way here tonight. They do have some very talented athletes in skilled positions, but I don't feel like they outman us by no means.
Oh, no doubt. And there's an onside kick, and ball's loose. They're going to get it. They got it. And, again, looking for trickeration there on the front, and they smell blood, Randy, in the water, period, end of discussion. Opelika lining up with that dual kicker set, and they kick an onside kick, and what was bad just went to worse as Opelika takes right back over offensively. This is gut check time as a football team, as a character builder here early in this season against a very tough opponent. Opelika right off to a quick start, just like they have the previous 2 weeks against Carver and against Auburn. What can this Wildcat defense do? They've been on the field predominantly the entire first half. So Matthew Christian back to work again for the Bulldogs in the shotgun formation. Going to send a man out of the backfield. He's going to drop back to pass. Got all day. Going to throw it down the right sideline and incomplete over the outstretched arm of his intended receiver down that far boundary line. Brings up second down.
Wheel pattern, a scary pattern, as they have him matched up with our outside backer, Tuck. And if he's able to get behind, which he was 2 or 3 steps, if this ball is placed in there, he's taking it down the right sideline for big chunks of yardage. 3-man, 3 wide receiver set down here to the wide side of the field.
Second down and 10 for the Bulldogs, going to be that read option. That's a very big hit up in the middle there. A.J. Russell hit him head on right at the point of attack and drove him backwards. It brings up third down.
I'm telling you, when you see somebody's neck snap back, A.J. is more than likely somewhere around it. And he only weighs about, 180 pounds, Brett? But he is physical right there in the middle and quick, able to get back. I'll call it a loss. They don't on the field. Third down and 10, 10:23 to go here in the second quarter. Bulldogs lead 16-0.
Got to get off the field here, and Matthew Christian going to change his play, split 2 receivers to either side. Ball on the far hash as they move right to left. Under 10 minutes to go here. Going to dump off the screen pass, and breaks a tackle middle. Midfield 45-40, 35, and there's a penalty flag downfield.
Listen, it's a hold on the right tackle. About as clear as you can be back here at the 40-yard line. Play's not called. But as this ball goes down the right sideline, I'm sorry. When you see someone with a big grasp of jersey around the 40, I got to call what I see.
No, I agree. They had it well set up over on the right side, and they were able to hit the receiver or the back on the screen. Another good play call for Opelika on a third down. We saw Benjamin Russell do the same thing on a third down earlier in the game with a screen pass across the middle of the field to Chase Burton. So
are they going to get a hold at the spot of the foul?
Yeah, it's a hold way down here. It's another hold.
It's the different hold.
Yeah, that hold that you saw didn't
20
get called.
yards away.
Yeah.
This is going to bring it back and cause another third down possession play, but still. I'm sorry.
Maybe a oopsie daisy down the field, a gimme bag, but nevertheless, it's a 3rd and 2 situation now for. Actually, 3rd and 3, they'll call it. Inside Wildcat territory, 46-yard line. Snapping the shotgun handoff right side. He hits a wall, and they're going to drive him backwards. So a big stop there for the Wildcat defenders.
Q Johnson, Tay Robinson been in the backfield to make that stop for our Wildcats. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Bulldogs still smell blood. Do you go for it here? We haven't shown anything offensively that should scare them.
A good opportunity for them to go for it, or if they punt it, you back us up even further. So 4th and 4 is on the board, but it's not 4 yards. I would say it'd be more like 2.5. And they're going to run the punting unit out and up 16-0. That was a good stand there by the Wildcat defenders. A really, really good stand, going to send them back. But you better watch a fate. They're going to send Christian back out there. And it looks like they will go for it here on 4th and we'll say 2.5.
They'll back him up 2 or 3 yards. I bet they'll kick it now.
A little pooch kick toward the right side, and it's a pretty one. It's fielded by Tyree as he falls down to the 15. And you know what? That's a great stop by the Wildcat defenders. After having a touchdown just scored on you, on special teams, they turn around, they kick an onside kick, had all the momentum, really wanted to try to put some major distance between us and them. But the Wildcats really still a 2-score game here, as bad as we've played in certain areas. Now, we've played good in some areas, but turning the football over
that's the story.
Is the story of the football game.
Interception and a fumble deep in Opelika territory, inside the 30 on one, at the 35 on another. And that's your struggle so far, and not good field position here as the Wildcats will start up on their own 15.
Got to find some way to get Opelika off balance and make some plays downfield. Randy, I know our bread and butter is to run the football, but got to figure out a way to loosen them up somehow. And that's what Coach Horn said in the locker room. He said, you got to get this group off balance. When they have your tendencies and they can get a head start on you, is when they're deadly. And they've been getting our backfield a couple of plays, but let's see if we can move the football. Going to start in the Wolf package here on this possession. They're going to shift down on the defensive front. Tyree takes a snap. Going to be an option around the right side, and not a lot of room to run as he crosses the 20. He was able to pick up close to 5, and the penalty flag on the backside of the play here. And they may get a holding call on us on the backside. I'm not sure. Usually that's what it is on the backside of a play. Let's just check it. It's not a lot of fortune going in the Wildcats' direction so far.
You don't have anything good to say. You ever heard that old saying? If you hadn't nothing good to say, don't say anything at all.
That's exactly right.
I'm sorry, but a holding penalty right here is humorous compared to
that's going to be a personal foul. And that's not a holding penalty, so that's a big one right there. So personal foul on the backside of the play. That was a good 5-yard gain by Tyree. And continue to shoot ourselves in the foot here early in this game. 8:38 to go here in the first half. And the Bulldogs lead the Wildcats 16-0. They're a good football team. Don't get me wrong.
Are.
They're a good football team, and we knew that going in. That's not a surprise, but you knew coming in you better not play mistake football, and we have so far, and that's the difference in the game. But, again, only a 2-score game right now. Got to find a way to move the football here off the shadow of your goal line. Actually, it'll be first down and 15. The marker says second down, but it may have been a dead ball play.
Looks like it was.
It was second. Well, we'll go with second down. Second down and 15. Ball in our own 11. Wolf package. Gray in the pistol. 2 wing backs to either side.
Going to be movement. I think it'll go against the Wildcats. And what is that, 5 or 6 penalties so far for the Wildcats in the early going. Opening possession. You have 2 illegal procedures against the Wildcat on the opening possession as they'll take this one back an additional 5 yards. So second down and 19 with 8:18 to go in the second, trailing 16-0.
Bulldogs with a very good defense, one of the top-rate defenses in the state of Alabama, any classification. Got a lot of talent over there. Wildcats in a huge hole here. 2nd down and 19 from their own 6-yard line. Tyree with the snap, going to drop back, going to shoot a pass complete to Q Johnson. He juggled it for about 3 seconds and was able to bring it in at the 15-yard line. So gets it back up to the original line of scrimmage. A good concentrating catch there by Q Johnson to haul it in. Brings up 3rd down and 10, actually 3rd and 11.
Yeah, 5 penalties for 45 yards on the Wildcats in the early part of this football game. Just a skinny post, short side of the field. Nice strike by Tyree Gray. 3rd and 11, still back in that Wolf package.
Split. 1 receiver to the top, 1 to the bottom. Staying in the package, as you said, Randy. The Wolf package, and another false start over here. And
he's pointing over.
Yeah, he's finally, and there's the penalty flag going to come in there now. And Marquis Wheeler just finally stood up and pointed at the guy making the call. I don't know. Obviously, they've gotten us frustrated up front with whatever they're doing with their voice inflection. We were able to get them to jump early, and ever since then, when Cole Grogan got them to jump into the neutral zone to give us a 1st down, this has been a ongoing battle here along the front side. And so we move again and going to back us up. That'll be penalty number 6. If they are making a noise, we can't hear it obviously up here. If they are making a noise, they need to get some kind of a grip on that because you can't do that.
It should be fairly easy to. They do have an official no more than 6 yards behind the 2 that are, and you can see them moving. They make motion. They're moving up front. I'm sure that is the call. It's a defensive line telling each other to move down the line of scrimmage.
Toss sweep over here left side, trying to find a hole and not going to get much. And got a yard back up to the 10-yard line. It'll be a punting situation for the Wildcats. And, Randy, this is where you got to hold on with the last 6:40 here to go in this first half. You got to try to get to the locker room and regroup a little bit because we've seen games change in halves. There's no doubt. Opelika really hasn't done much offensively outside of what we've given them. Got to dig deep and get to the locker room here and see if you can regroup.
One thing we didn't mention, 2 turnovers, but also a block punt.
That's true. That's a good point.
So the last punt was almost you could just take it off the foot of the kicker, so you're going to have to be quick here.
Got a good snap, and they're coming again, and he rushed it but got it off, hits it to 40-yard line, and we'll die there, and that is our 40-yard line, not theirs. So Cole trying to get it out of there as quick as he could. They still brought good pressure that time on the ends. 6:01 to go here in the first half. And it's Bulldogs 16, Wildcat 0. That's your S&S Discount Tire score.
Very impressed with Roy Yancey, their inside backer. He is all over the field. He's not ideal size for an SEC caliber.
He's 6'2", 190, though.
Brett, this guy is outstanding in space, and I don't know how many tackles he has. I'd guess 6 or 8 here in early going, though.
It looks like they brought out another quarterback. Not sure. It looks like a 19, and that's Roy Yancey's number on defense, but it is. Here's a reverse counter in the backfield, and they break a tackle. And he gets out of what would have been about a 5-yard loss and makes a 3-yard gain out of it. My goodness, around here, around this end.
Call on the field. Timeout on the field.
Yeah, there's a timeout on the field. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout. 16-0 is your score, your S&S Discount Tire score. Bulldogs up. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Family owned and operated, Holly's Home Furnishings is the Lake Martin area's best choice for all of your furniture needs. Whether you're looking for something new for the living room, dining room, or bedroom, Holly's has something you'll love for every room in your house. Holly's has a great selection of furniture and the most popular names like Lane, Broyhill, Rowe Furniture, as well as the best names in mattresses like Sealy and Tempur-Pedic. You can even get beautiful home decor, everything your home needs, at Holly's Home Furnishings, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City. Visit their website at hollyshomefurnishings.com.
Jackson's Drugs in Alexander City has so much to offer, like the brand new Spirit jerseys, great assortment of picture frames, Alabama and Auburn items. You can get your game on in a heartbeat there. They also have candleberry candles like Carolina Sugarcane Mist, rock salt ice cream, watermelon rancher, new pillar candle holders. Then for the bridal registry, they have monogram crosses, framing, and trays. We also have new floral items such as stems, bouquets, and topiaries. Be sure to get your lake items, and don't forget Jackson's Drugs in Alexander City.
Loves clothes and her phone. Still willing to be seen with you in public, depending on the location. Jamie at 14 and you. Available for a limited time only. Don't wait to make the memories that will last a lifetime at Walt Disney World Resort, the place where dreams come true.
Book your next Walt Disney World vacation. Contact Fairy Tale Journeys LLC at 256-825-2668 or at fairytalejourneys.com.
Whether it's a wakeboard boat or a cruiser, pontoon or runabout, big or small, every boat needs some tunes. Here's what you can count on from the Car Stereo Shop. The best products, the best pricing. Let me take that one step further. Bring me your best price in writing, and if I can't match it or beat it, I'll buy your gas. And the best warranty, 100% parts and labor. If you can't get your boat to us, we'll come to you, or call us at the Car Stereo Shop at 334-887-8422.
Football, tailgating, and an award-winning vehicle from Bice Motors in Alex City. You can't beat this time of year.
Get in the game and score big!
The summer clearance event continues, and all 24 teams have to go.
Oh, they don't know the play.
I told them twice.
Guaranteed lowest price. I will pay you the difference in price twice.
Buy it at Bice!
BiceChryslerDodge.com.
Hello, I'm Russell Building Supply, and I'm the big box store. Hey, Box, we just helped a man who wanted to build a new deck.
Oh, yeah? How'd you do that?
Well, he came in, made an appointment with one of our project engineers, which is free, by the way, walked him through the materials list, and helped him with each step. Now he has a beautiful new deck, all at our low price guarantee.
Well, I just helped a guy that wanted to build a brand new deck.
Really? How?
I sent him over to aisle number 24, you know, the lumber aisle.
9 locations serving Lake Martin and Central Alabama.
When you're on Lake Martin and looking for your own boat, it pays to know what the locals know. Alex City Marine in Alex City and the all-new Alex City Marine South on Highway 63 across from the Mini Mall is Lake Martin's premier Landau pontoon boat dealer and the area's authorized Suzuki, Honda, and Mercury outboard dealer. Alex City Marine has the industry's best brands, and they back it up with the industry's best boat repair with marine-certified specialists that get it done right. Whether summerization or a full overhaul, Alex City Marine has you covered on both ends of the lake. Know what the locals know. Alex City Marine, Lake Martin's complete sales and service center with 2 locations to serve you.
5:50 to go here in the first half, and that new guy is Jacob Bentley, sophomore, 6'3", 210 pounds, moved to Opelika from South Carolina, and is rated, as our producer Justin Clayton said, already as a 4-star by some recruiting services, and they'll go back with Christian in the football game. Matthew Christian is a 3-year senior. 3-year starter, is a senior. He's not a 3-year senior, but sends it back in motion left to right. Christian, a big guy himself, toss over there to the right side, and Tay Robinson ate him up in the backfield.
Johnson. That's the first time we've seen him.
Yeah, that's Josh Johnson's first carry, the Russell County running back from last year. And
they've had Ford, who's only a sophomore, Weldron Ford, back in the backfield so far tonight, 5'8", 190, and he's been a quick back, but Johnson a bruiser. Possession play 3rd and 11.
Yeah. A pistol formation look, going to look over to the sideline. Plenty of time on the play clock. Some more lightning along the way, but
kind of looks like heat lightning.
Yeah, let's keep playing. 3 up to the top, 1 down here to the bottom. Snap, play action, going to roll out under pressure, and he's going to take a hard lick and be dropped at the line of scrimmage, fall forward for a yard, and brings up a 4th down. Bulldogs up 16-0. Again, this Wildcat defense has done yeoman's work keeping this a 2-score game. And let's see what the Bulldogs decide to do. Probably will punt the football, I would think, and try to keep the Wildcat offensive unit backed up.
Well, we haven't proven we can move the football offensively, so you do definitely take field position, punt us back deep. as Marquise Odom will go back to return this kick. Back to kick the football is number 38 for Opelika. 38 is Winston Smith. 6'1", 176-pound senior as Odom is standing at the 10-yard line.
High snap, no rush, and end-over-end punt. We're going to run up and fake it. That was a great job there, and the ball goes in the end zone. He suckered him in as he was able to come up and act like he was going to field it on the run and caused them to stop momentarily, and the ball hit at the 5-yard line and rolled into the end zone. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 at the 20. That was a great job there on special teams. Tay Robinson, I can't say enough about his defensive effort up front. Wouldn't trade him for anybody in the state, anywhere probably in the Southeast, for the effort that he gives on the field. Is extremely strong for his size and really gets after it, and nobody is going to whip him up front, and he makes another play in the backfield on that last possession.
He's going against the top center in the state, too, and Drew Kaiser will be in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game. You can go ahead and write it down. He's a 3-year starter at center, and Tay is holding his own and still continues to make plays.
Absolutely. And somebody needs to get some film on that young man. He is a great talent, would make somebody a great player at the next level. 1st and 10, Wildcats at our own 20. Low snap, going to hand it off up the middle, and just not much there. Just not much going on, and Opelika's pinched everybody inside tight now, Randy, not allowing for many gaps, and you got to do something to loosen them up a little bit. They're going to continue to creep everybody in there tight, put 8-9 in the box.
Yeah, that's Whitlow, I believe, on that stop, 6'4", 235, South Carolina commit. 2-yard gain off the left side. Clock continues to roll as our Wildcats trail 16-0. They'll call it 2nd and 9, under 4 minutes to go. And total yards of offense, we'll catch up with Scott Hardy at halftime. Couldn't be more than 50, I don't think.
Not much. Not much at all. And the Wildcats have had opportunities early in the game, had it at the 25 and at the 35, and 2 turnovers, no points. Pistol formation now, going to send Pac-Man in motion. Going to come back a counter play this time, and did not hold a block, and going to get him in the backfield that time over here on the right side. And Opelika is going to call a timeout.
Try the right side, and as you mentioned, whipped again. Back into the backfield, and we called this to start the football game. How would our offensive line match up defensive line-wise? Well, pretty good in the first period, I thought. I thought we had some running lanes. We moved the football. We had the ball twice deep into Opelika territory, but those 2 turnovers have really taken the air out of the sails.
It really has. A&M Plumbing timeout on the field. S&S Discount Tire score. Wildcats trail 16-0. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network. A counter play on that last play, Randy, usually is a good play for the Wildcats. You get all the flow going one way, and you come back on that wing back counter, and usually able to pick up some yards. But Opelika staying at home, able to fight off a block and get in the backfield. 3rd and 15 for our Wildcats. An early start right there off the snap. Tyree's going to roll the pocket, hit Marquise Odom at the 30-yard line, and I think he's got a 1st down. That was a good-looking throw and catch on the run by Marquise Odom there from Tyree Gray. And they do move the chains, I believe. Move the chains for a Wildcat 1st down. Compliments of Cardiology of Central Alabama.
1 interception on the game, but so far Tyree throwing the football. That interception was a batted ball also, but moving around, and the ball is coming out of his hand pretty nicely here tonight. 3:15 to go, and really need to put some points on the board as our Wildcats trail 16-0. Ball is at the Wildcat 31-yard line in that Wolf package, Brett.
Good to move the chains. That was huge here as Opelika had just burned a timeout to try to get the ball back. Wolf package. Tyree's going to pull it. Option has a lane there. Bounces off a tackle, 35-40. Stumbling forward, 41-42. Another Wildcat 1st down. Compliments of Cardiology of Central Alabama. Randy, if he can get going on that option keeper, he is a game changer for the Wildcats.
Yeah, he can make the difference, and he's able to take it on that option play. We saw it against Central of Clay last week. 50-plus yards. When he gets in the open field, looks like it here tonight also. He's the fastest player on the team.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
And the fastest player on the field, football speed, or game speed. So Tyree, nice possession there as the clock is down to 2:50. Ball up to the Wildcats 43.
2:46 and counting. Pistol formation. Long snap count, and Wildcats probably will call a timeout here with 2:39 to go. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout with them. 16-0, Bulldogs lead it. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network. 2:39 to go here in the first half. Wildcats down 16-0, but have moved the football up to their own 43-yard line. 2 good plays here in a row. Have the offense moving downhill a little bit, and we'll stay in the Wolf package and just need something positive to happen here before halftime. Maybe take a little momentum into the halftime break. Only down 16-0. 2 turnovers, the difference in this game right now. Tyree going to snap it, going to throw the football, was trying to dump it off, and he was under extreme pressure. He's just not having any time to throw it, Randy. And right now, Opelika living in the backfield, and you got to give him a little time to roll out at least and find somebody.
That's Whitlow, one of the top commits or the top recruits in the state of Alabama, right defensive end for Opelika, just whoops us off the ball quick, too. I mean, Tyree had to get rid of that ball on about the 3rd step back. He just able to swing it out and not allow that 7 or 8 yard loss. 2nd down and 10, 2:34 to go here in the first half. Wildcats trail 16-0.
They have everybody tight. One safety really close behind the linebackers, man up on the corners out here. Handoff first man through. My goodness, he hit a wall. Chase Burton, he took 2 steps and was stymied right there at the, not even at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, and now Coach Blackman's going to take a timeout. A&M Plumbing timeout on the field. With 2:23 to go as the Wildcats have it 3rd and 11. They want to try to get the football back here and put some more points on the board themselves. We'll take one with them. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network. Wildcats with a 3rd down and 11, a possession play here. 2:23 to go here in the first half. Need to figure out a way to move these chains somehow, some way. Need to figure out a way to move the chains. Keep the ball out of Opelika's hands. Need 11 yards here. Need the Bulldog 47-yard line. Shotgun formation. Tyree drops the snap. Going to pick it up and roll to the left. Under pressure, Whitlow just knocks him down. Pass is incomplete. And you drop the ball against this defense, you can pretty much just call the play dead because so much speed out there, and the incomplete pass stops the clock. So Opelika does retain that last timeout, and they'll go back to receive the punt. And Cole Grogan has had 1 block tonight, had to hurry one off, and only got about a 21 or 2-yard punt off on the last attempt.
Plenty of time, big play potential for
no doubt.
Opelika is there. Matthew Christian was 10 of 12 for 238 and 2 touchdowns against Auburn last week. So 24 yards per reception.
High snap. Cole goes up and gets it. Gets off a beautiful punt. High spiraling punt. Going to drop
ball.
That ball is loose on the ground at the 31, and he was able to jump in there and get it. So almost a break for the Wildcats there is a high booming punt. That time by Cole Grogan. Had to go up the ladder and get a high snap, but concentrated and got it off. 2:08 to go. Boy, that would have been nice to take over with 2:08 in the first half at the Bulldog 30-yard line, but Opelika does have the football, and here's where you might see the test in the secondary. Really haven't shown their ability to go down the field, but you may see it here.
They haven't had time. We have dialed up pressure about as good as you could here in the first part of the ball game. The long touchdown pass that they had was a complete breakdown as we had him pinned up in the back of the field.
Tay Robinson's in his face again and going to dump it out over here to the tight end. There's a holding, 2 flags, 3 flags on the field. And that one, Wildcats got in the grill of everybody. There's another flag coming in here.
Yeah, great call right there by the line judge on our side, as this one is clearly a hold at the 35-yard line.
Which one is the question? And
whichever one will take them back.
Yeah, well, that's what they're talking about right here, I think. 1 minute and 58 seconds to go. Wildcats down 16-0, and it is literally the story of 2 turnovers. 2 turnovers in this game. The Wildcats had driven, and the uncanny thing is 2 turnovers in a field goal and a punt that was blocked, Randy, that gave the Bulldogs short fields, and they were able to make some plays. The interception, they returned it to the 37. We held them to 1 big run, able to hold them to a field goal there, but get to the locker room and regroup. 16-0, you can make some adjustments. Wildcats start with the football in the second half. Opelika won the toss, chose to take the football. The defense made them go 3 and out in the first possession. So we've proven through this first half we can man up on these guys, no doubt about it.
Yeah, when you watch, you're not saying we're just totally outmatched.
We're not. We're getting in the backfield. There's no overmatching to it.
But that's defensively. The problem is offensively.
Not getting a good push.
Well, in the second, they've really manhandled us in the second with their defensive front.
Man in motion right to left. We're going to walk a guy up, show a blitz. They're going to draw play it and get sucked in. Q Johnson's going to run him out of bounds. A great job that time, and shoves him all the way into the hedges in the fence over here. And Josh Johnson remembers the Wildcats last year, and he's going to get up hobbling a little bit and may go off the field as Wildcats had a couple big licks on Johnson last year at Russell County. He remembers this Wildcat defense, and he's going to hobble off the field, and that may be it for him in the first half.
He's a physical running back, 5'9", 217, Brett. He looks the part. I didn't know if he was 217, but he is. He's tough to get down, and they've got a real speedy, shifty back here in Ford. They're talented. This is one of the better Opelika teams I've seen.
Coach Horn said it's the best one that they've played since he's been here. And faked the handoff. Matthew Christians, there's a little dump pass. He threw it way out of bounds. Trying to do that little pass that you've seen Gus Malzahn make so popular. Seattle Seahawks did it. We scored on it last week. That fake read, run up, dump it off out of the option play, and threw it out of bounds. 3rd and 17, Randy, here. Ball on the 20-yard line.
A lot of time left. Minute 39 to go in the first half. 16-0. You pick up, you maybe get a sack in the backfield. It's going to give our punt returner, I don't want to talk too quick, but Marquis should be standing around the 45, 50-yard line to receive the punt.
Now let's just get off the field here. 3rd and 17, play action. Christian going to go deep. Here we go. Going down the field wide open, 40-yard line, 45. Midfield gets the corner and almost breaks it the distance. My goodness. Wide open. I mean, not a man within 10 yards of him.
Too easy. Set down in the zone coverage at the 45-yard line. Nice strike by senior quarterback Matthew Christian. Not much to that, just throwing to a wide-open receiver. We didn't have anybody within 5 to 7 yards of him.
I don't think the clock started on that play. It was still 1:29 on the clock, so clock's still not moving. Now, he did go out of bounds, though. Man in motion right to left, going to hand it to him. Trying to run the speed sweep. Great play coming up by Tyree Gray. Read that play and stretched it out. Was able to drop Hudgens. And it's 1:16 to go.
Still a lot of time left. Bulldogs lead 16-0. They've moved the football down to the Wildcat 43-yard line. Defensive pressure from our defensive front has been pretty good, but they have caught us in a couple of passes around the middle of the field, and that was a big possession play on the previous.
Christian drops back under pressure. Flushed out. Now he's just going to have to dump it, and that's a good, smart play on his part. And penalty flag back here. They had a receiver over there. They're going to call intentional grounding on Matthew Christian. But I don't think that – I think it was a legal play by Christian as he rolled out to the right. Ball went way past the line of scrimmage, had a receiver over there. I think they're going to pick this flag up, I would think. We'll see. And that's what they'll do. Wave it off, 54 seconds to go here.
3rd and 8, another possession play.
Good pressure again by the Wildcat defender.
And you feel like you need to. You feel like you have to.
You got to bring it.
We're sitting back in that zone coverage, and there are holes in it. And they found it a couple of different times, but we have dialed up pressure almost at the perfect time each and every time tonight.
Need to hold on for 54 seconds here and get to the locker room. They're going to set up a screen over here. They got it they got it blocked. 40, 35, 30. There's a seam. 25, 20, 15. Down to the 12-yard line. They set that screen up perfectly over here to the weak side of the field. Had 3 men out front, and they're in business. And this could be a backbreaker right here if they're able to punch this one in with 43 seconds. Got to stand tall, find some way to get to the locker room here and try to make some adjustments. Christian, shotgun formation. Going to drop back to pass, looking into the end zone. Nobody. Rolling to his left. Holding. No call. Finds a man at the 2, steps up, completes the pass. He's in, touchdown. I'll call it this time, Randy. I don't know what to say in the middle right here on the jersey tug.
Roll the pocket, and a great job by Matthew Christian as he is throwing across his body and a perfectly thrown ball inside the 2-yard line. Nice job by the receiver to bring it in around the sideline and fight the ball into the end zone, and just a big drive.
That's a dagger.
Matthew Christian threw the ball well at least 3 times here in the first half, all of them on the run also. He's an outstanding quarterback for Opelika as they take a 22-0 lead.
Extra point upcoming. Low snap, rolled it back there, able to get the hold, the place, the kick is up, and it's good, 23-0. 29 seconds to go. Wildcats desperately needed to get to the locker room without giving the Bulldogs another score, and weren't able to do it. And Wildcats will start with the football in the second half. But a tall mountain to climb against a very, very good football team in Opelika.
Number 4 ranked team in 6A. As good as anybody, I can assure you, in 6A this year. You got Spanish Fort sitting there at number 1. But Opelika 2 years ago making it to a state championship game in 6A when it was the top class in the state. Didn't go their way against Hoover, but the first time that the school has made it to a finals was a breath of fresh air, I think, over at Jordan-Hare, and the amount of crowd that Opelika brought to that football game. Last year, Auburn getting there for the first time.
That's right.
As well, and that one was in Tuscaloosa, so you know Opelika would love to be back. As we change it over to the 7 classifications this year in 3 days, Opelika always bringing great talent and great fan support, but they'll have to go through a tough south side.
And the double kicker formation again, they'll do a little onside kick that'll go down to the 34-yard line, and the Wildcats will start there. 27 seconds to go. Not much you can do here. With 27 seconds, down 23-0. Got to go in there and figure out a way you're going to come out and win the second half. This is over with. You got to forget this.
Story of the first half, 2 turnovers for the Wildcats, a fumble and an interception. Both of those were daggers, able to put points on the board. Also had a block punt, an onside kick that they received. So 4 possessions for the Wildcats went for naught, and we had some opportunities. But you look up at the scoreboard, and as you move through the second, I thought we played fairly well in the first, trailed 9-0 in the second. They've owned this football game.
Pistol formation for the Wildcats. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Going to hand off over here. Chase Burton looking for a little bit of a hole, and up to about the 38-yard line, 39 maybe. And that'll do it. That'll be the last play of the first half. Opelika will take a 23-0 lead to the locker room here, as there's an A&M Plumbing timeout on the field. When we come back, it'll be the Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center halftime show. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
Marcia Mason is pleased to announce the new location of Mason Law Firm at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Marcia Mason is your local attorney for bankruptcy and Social Security disability. Call your hometown attorney, Marcia Mason, at 256-329-1313. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys. Advanced Heating and Air is East Central Alabama's certified train comfort specialist. That means the pros at Advanced make you the focus with superior service on all brands, 24-hour availability, and in most cases, same-day response. Advanced Heating and Air is exclusive with Train Heating and Air products that deliver the longest reliability and great energy efficiency, with an amazing 0% 60-month financing package on all new Train products. The best service contacts in the region, and all pricing is upfront so you have no surprises. Advanced Heating and Air, where your comfort is our #1 concern.
Tapley's Appliance, home-owned and operated by Tom and Louise Tapley, is located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Stop in and check out the Holland Gas Grill. It bakes, it grills, it steams, it smokes. It's great for cooking out no matter what the occasion, from tailgating to backyard grilling. The only grill guaranteed not to flame up. Also available, the DCS Gas Grill, and they have charcoal grills in stock as well. That's Tapley's Appliance, where they service what they sell.
Top Gun 1, this is Tower. Termite swarm season is here. Time to lock and load. Top Gun 1, over.
Tower, this is Top Gun 1. I'm arming my state-of-the-art termite tech device that uses sonar technology to find termites in your home without going into your walls or floors.
Roger that, Top Gun 1. You are clear to engage.
For bond or service, call Top Gun Pest Control at 256-234-7375. With over 20 years of combined experience, our team can eliminate all pests from your home. Top Gun Pest Control, because we feel the tug to kill some bugs.
Carlisle Drugs in downtown Alexander City is celebrating 100 years in business. Wow! Check out the soda fountain. Yeah, soda fountain. And gifts for all occasions, ladies' shoes and clothing, Spartina handbags, wallets, and jewelry, Claremont designed picture frames, cuff bracelets, lake-themed items by Slant Collection. Come celebrate history at Carlisle Drugs in downtown Alexander City. For 100 years? Wow!
Cloud9 in downtown Alexander City has gifts for all occasions. Cloud9 has men's clothing by Southern Point, ladies' clothing by Tribal, Tag Jeans, and IC Collection, children's clothing by Vera Bradley, and of course their beautiful Vera Bradley selection of bags and accessories, jewelry for all ages, and a bridal registry. The girls at Cloud9 look forward to seeing you, and you will love their beautiful smiling faces. Home sweet home at Cloud9 in downtown Alex City.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining the Wildcat Radio Network Halftime Show, brought to you by Lake Martin Vane and Laser Center. Everything vane and laser-oriented. Well, the Wildcats find themselves in unfamiliar territory, down 23-0 in the first half. It's probably one of the more disappointing halves under the tenure of Coach Horn, but defensively, I think the Wildcats have done an outstanding job. The score doesn't necessarily indicate how well they played defensively. As the crew has alluded to, Benja Russell's had 2 turnovers, as well as a block punt and an onside kick go against them. So Opelika has had great field position throughout the game. But again, offensively, saw a little life going into halftime, but they were unable to capitalize and get a touchdown or some type of scoring drive. But we'll go ahead and run down the first half statistics. So far, we'll start on the Benjamin Russell side. 5 first downs for them, 3 for 7 through the air for 33 yards. 19 rushing attempts for 53 yards, 6 penalties for 50 yards, and as I said, 2 turnovers as well as a block punt. So that kind of lets you know what the Wildcats have been dealing with offensively. And total yards, 89. So again, not the type of half that the Wildcats wanted, especially in their first region game, but hopefully they can make some second half adjustments. Going over on the Opelika side, 4 first downs for them, 4 for 10 through the air for 135 yards. There have been 2 big plays that allowed them to get the majority of those yards and set up their scoring opportunities. As I said, again, Benja Russell trails 23-0. 17 rushing attempts for 60 yards, 7 penalties for 75 yards for Opelika, 0 turnovers, 195 total yards. Chase Burton for the Wildcats, 11 carries to 25 yards. So again, it's been tough sledding for the offense, but hopefully that they'll be able to make some second half adjustments. But we'll go ahead and take our first break of the night. When we come back, we'll have principal of the Benjamin Russell High School Wildcats, Dr. Anthony Wilkinson. More of the Wildcat Radio Network Halftime Show, brought to you by Lake Martin Vane and Laser Center, right after this.
JR Sports Bar and Grill. Mondays, all-you-can-eat fingers, $13.25. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, all-you-can-eat wings, $12.25. Every day, kids in uniforms eat for $1.99. Alabama Street in Alexander City and Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
Hey, Jerry. Nice yard. I bet this dead wood really hits home for you. The only thing getting trimmed around here are property values.
Does it ever feel like your yard work is taunting you?
Where you going? The nail salon's the other way.
Take back your yard with professional-grade equipment from Echo. Reliable, easy to use, and backed by a 5-year warranty. Echo. Get serious.
Get your SRN 225 trimmer at Satterfield's, Highway 280, Alexander City.
Tallapoosa Ford is your Ford truck dealer for over 35 years. We've delivered on America's best-selling truck, the Ford F-150. Tallapoosa Ford has the F-150 you want with a huge selection on site and can order any style or model you need with all the region's most competitive pricing. We service all warranty work with an award-winning service department, so we're with you down the road.
Hello, I'm Jeff Smith, and I'd like to welcome you to Tallapoosa Ford.
a family-owned Ford business, locally owned for over 35 years. Your friend in the Ford business.
Visit Tallapoosa Ford on Highway 280, Alex City. Your Ford giant in East Central Alabama and your friends in the Ford business.
When you're on Lake Martin and looking for your own boat, it pays to know what the locals know. Alex City Marine in Alex City and the all-new Alex City Marine South on Highway 63 across from the Mini Mall is Lake Martin's premier Landau pontoon boat dealer and the area's authorized Suzuki, Honda, and Mercury outboard dealer. Alex City Marine has the industry's best brands, and they back it up with the industry's best boat repair with marine-certified specialists that get it done right. Whether summerization or a full overhaul, Alex City Marine has you covered on both ends of the lake. Know what the locals know. Alex City Marine, Lake Martin's complete sales and service center with 2 locations to serve you.
Hello, I'm Tim Ray, captain of Benz & Russell Quarterback Club. As we get ready to kick off this 2014 season, I would like to thank the following: Alex City Parks and Rec, Good Old Boys Barbecue, R&B Media, WAXC TV, LMG, 97.5 Kalijah Country, Russell Do-It Center, Coons Catering, JR Sports Bar and Grill, and Russell Medical Center. Thanks to each one of you, and always remember, we are BR.
Home-owned and home-operated, Wheeless Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs has been in operation for over 20 years, providing seamless gutters, shingle and metal roofing, vinyl siding, and replacement windows to satisfied customers. Wheeless Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs accepts insurance claims. We are a licensed, bonded company you can rely on. Give your home a facelift and stop risking injury climbing on ladders to clean your gutters. Call the professionals with Wheeless Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs for your free estimate today.
No pest is too big or too small for Lex Wedgeworth Pest Control. Protect your home or business today from insects, termites, mosquitoes, and more. Lex uses only the latest state-of-the-art technology and equipment to solve your pest problem, including the environmentally friendly Centricon termite baiting system. Lex has been servicing the Lake Martin area for over 35 years, and he has a full staff on hand. Call Lex today, even if it's just a question. 256-234-6162. Lex Wedgeworth Pest Control. Smart solutions to your pest problems.
The all-new Alex City Auto Collision is now open and ready to serve you at 2227 Old Dadeville Road, offering quality spray and bed liners, full paint and body services for all makes and models with fast turnaround. They guarantee a lifetime warranty on all repairs and paint for as long as you own the vehicle. Alex City Auto Collision works with all insurance companies and estimates are free. And there's a You Save Car rental office on site, so you'll always have a ride. Alex City Auto Collision on Dadeville Road, 256-392-4542. Our business is a wreck.
Hello, I'm Russell Building Supply.
And I'm the Big Box Store.
Hey, Box, we just helped a man who wanted to build a new deck.
Oh, yeah? How'd you do that?
Well, he came in, made an appointment with one of our project engineers, which is free, by the way, walked him through the materials list and helped him with each step. Now he has a beautiful new deck, all at our low price guarantee.
Well, I just helped a guy that wanted to build a brand new deck.
Really? How?
I sent him over to aisle number 24, you know, the lumber aisle.
9 locations serving Lake Martin and Central Alabama.
Did you hear Bob's termination letter had a smiley face in it?
Zach Gunderson?
Yeah. He arranged our business loan without calling Riverbank.
Doesn't he know you never get a business loan without talking to Riverbank first?
Oh, he does now?
Wow, what a dummy.
You know I can hear you, right?
Fun hat.
Yep, not weird at all.
Don't get a business loan without talking to Riverbank and Trust. Our service runs deep.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
For more information about how to bundle and save, you can contact Bland Insurance Group either by phone at 256-392-9244, or you can visit us on Facebook or our website at blandinsurancegroup.com.
Chase Elliott, tearing up the track in the Napa 9 car. It's hard to believe you're only 18.
You guys even remember what it was like when you were 18?
No, not at all.
I do. I was awesome.
Whether you're a rookie, veteran, or a legend, conquer the job with Napa Know-How.
For authentic Mexican food, there's only one choice, and that's Carlos Mexican Grill, offering a wide variety of Mexican cuisine that's sure to satisfy. Try the Quesarola Grill, Burrito California, or the delicious quesadilla fajitas. Carlos also offers a fresh Mexican lunch buffet every day from 11 to 2. Celebrating a birthday? Carlos has a ton of space with great food to celebrate. Carlos Mexican Grill provides you with the true taste of Mexico in every dish. Stop by at 136 Wheeler Street in Alexander City and make a run for the border.
Professionalism, reliability, experience. At T-Rapid Return Taxes, these are not just words, they are guidelines. IRS registered tax return preparer Freddie Traylor is a lifelong resident of the area. He is not here today and gone tomorrow. For tax prep, e-file, or customer advance loans, see the professionals at 214 Calhoun Street, downtown Alex City. T-Rapid Return Taxes.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Wildcat Football Network. 23-0 Bulldogs here on top as we get ready to start the second half. Some scores from around the state. Lynette leading Horseshoe Bend 34-0 in the second quarter. Pell City up 42-7 over Chilton County. That's in the third. Jacksonville shutting out Crossville 42-0. That's in the third. Cordova leading Curry in the third 30-6. Beauregard leads Dadeville 7-6. McGill-Tulane and Fairhope up 14-0 on McGill-Tulane in that game. And Pell City, as I said earlier, another region opponent that we'll face, up 42-7 over Chilton County. So Saraland 20-10 at half over Robertsdale. Childersburg up 7-0 over Hanley. Clay Chalkville 20-6 only over Hillcrest at halftime. Childersburg, and I just mentioned Childersburg up 20-7. So there's some scores early in the night here from around the state of Alabama. We want to remind everybody that after this game, the AHSA Radio Network Scoreboard Show with Jay Jeffcoat and Luke Robinson going to bring you scores from throughout the state of Alabama, every score from every game tonight on the AHSA Radio Network Scoreboard Show from 10 o'clock to 11:30. Wildcats we'll get the football to start the second half as Opelika won the toss, elected to take the football, and Wildcats started off about as good as you could start. 3 and out for the Bulldogs, forced them to punt. Wildcats got the football back and drove it down into the 35-yard line, and that's when the unraveling came as the Wildcats turned the football over, an interception returned to the 37. A few plays later, Wildcats held them to a field goal. It was 3-0 Opelika. Randy, the Wildcats would drive right back down, get the ball, and about the 25, another fumble, an odd play. A simulated snap count, obviously, by the defensive line for Opelika. Stuart Ward snapped the ball. Tyree Gray was not looking for it, Randy. They recover, get able to move the ball down, and then a special teams blunder. We had a punt block. So everything that Opelika did was off mistakes for us.
Yeah, they really did. And in the first half, if you look at total yards, Opelika only had 4 first downs in the first half of play. He was 4 of 10 throwing the football for 135 yards, though. The problem with Opelika currently is when they hit you with a pass, it's for big yardage. And this was a breakdown. We actually on I think about a 70-yard touchdown pass there in the first half. We had him sacked in the backfield. Matthew Christian moves around, hits their tight end at the midfield stripe. He outruns us to the end zone. So a huge play there when you look at total yardage. You take that one or negate that one, only about 120 yards of total offense in the first half for Opelika. The problem is you look at the scoreboard and it's 23-0. And offensively for our Wildcats, we have struggled mightily. Only 89 yards of total offense in the first half.
Usually when you look at a stat line like that, Randy, and the score is lopsided, it's usually mistakes tell the tale. And that's what's happened, and our inability to move the football consistently offensively. And Karen Chanel State Farm Insurance second half kickoff. The Dogs will kick left to right. The double kicker formation again. This time the kicker to the left will kick it down the middle of the field, and we'll scoop it up. Marquise Odom to the 40-yard line, aggressively picked the football up and returned it to the 40. So Opelika has been willing to give the Wildcats good field position, just unable to capitalize.
You know, the issue, though, also they did hit an onside kick there in the first half. So 2 turnovers, an onside kick, and a block punt. So 4 big plays in the first half that doesn't even speak of the offensive firepower for Opelika.
No.
Totally on their side of the ball. That's the difference in the score. The difference for me, though, is we were down 9-0 at the end of the first. I felt good about the way we had played defensively and offensively on the lines of scrimmage. In the second, Brett, I don't know if the wheels fell off or things aren't going in our favor. It's kind of hard to get yourself up after that. But up front on the defensive line, in comparison to our offensive front to start, Brett, they really got after us there in the second quarter, and that's an issue.
It is, and again, like you said, when things start to roll downhill against you, it takes a little bit of pizzazz out of your step. So I think that's one thing that happened to Wildcats there in the second quarter. And had a clock issue again, so we'll huddle up. Come to the line of scrimmage at our own 41-yard line, but good field position to start here. Love to see this Wildcat offense get some movement.
5 first downs in the first half, 53 yards rushing for the Wildcats, and we'll be out in the wing tee just to start it.
Yeah, wing tee, new formation. Tyree here is going to counter over here to the left side, and there's a good block. Up to the 45. We saw this against the Prattville Lions when we were definitely overmatched rather, several years ago. We went to Prattville, a number 1 ranked team in the state and a number ranked 5 team, I believe, in the country, Jamie Dubos's Prattville Lions, and we almost came out of there with a win that night, changing it up, doing something we hadn't shown, and that play picked up 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Wing tee, and this is not the Wolf package.
No.
It is the old school wing tee, and it's in tight.
Tyree going to toss it over here to Pac-Man, and Pac-Man breaks 1 tackle, got a couple more yards, brings up 3rd down. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Wildcats. Under 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats on their first offensive possession. They'll say 3rd and 4, actually. 3rd and 4, and then Yancey makes another tackle.
How many tackles he have in the first half? I think he had double digits in the first half. Roy Yancey, 6'2", 190. He's an outstanding backer for Opelika.
Here comes a blitz. There'll be a toss over here. There's a little seam and not much, and they shut it down. Just at the point of attack right now, Randy, the Opelika Bulldogs are winning that battle in the trenches. So if you're a defensive lineman, you don't necessarily have to be in the backfield, but if you can stand the offensive line up at the point of attack and get where they cannot get any push downfield, then you've won the battle. And we come up 3 yards short of a first down, we're going to have to punt the football.
Cole Grogan will go back deep. Another one of those negative plays in the first half was a punt block. Back to return for the Bulldogs around the 25-yard line. So sets up for more good field position for the Bulldogs to start this second half of play.
They're going to bring 9 men. Now they're going to bring 10 as they walk the other guy up. Not much of a rush. A good snap. An end-over-end punt that is fielded and fair caught at the 27-yard line. 9:42 to go here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs 23, Benjamin Russell 0. It has been all Opelika since the first couple of possessions of this football game, and an odd football game it has been as far as the way things have transpired over the course of the first half. 9:42 to go here in the third, and the Wildcats will be on defense for the first time here in the second half. Matthew Christian will come out, and they'll come out under center, no back, with a wing T formation look. And they'll hand off right side, and they'll try to turn the corner, and they're not going to do it. And that's a great play by Tyree Gray. He does about as good a job as you'll see coming up from a safety position on those speed sweeps. Teams just cannot turn the corner.
Yeah, Tyree Gray all the way from 10, 12 yards back there at his safety post and gets the right headgear across the leg, gets him down quickly. Only a 3-yard gain. He's got so much speed. Game speed, he seems to be the fastest player on the field every time we go out.
He really does. Second down and 8. They gave him 2 on that. Christian in the shotgun. He's going to sprint out. He's in trouble. And finally somebody makes the play as he just stood there flat-footed looking for somebody to throw the football to. I think he realized he had crossed the line of scrimmage. They have tried that sprint out pass twice to no avail. Not working for the Bulldogs. The Wildcats have done a great job defending it. No gains, third down and 8.
Big Brandon Lowry, 6'6", about 302 pounds, defensive end for the Wildcats, makes the stop from the opposite side. He moves well to carry that much weight, and he gets across and makes that play. Third down and 8, 8:54 to go here in the third. Wildcats trail 23-0.
Deep back in the backfield back there, and it's going to be a double fake. Going to roll out. He's under a lot of pressure, and they're going to sack him for a huge loss. And just like their defense, you can't take that long on offensive play to develop against our Wildcat defense, and that was a major loss. They're going to give him about a 10-yard loss on that play. That was a sluggish developing play for Opelika, and they paid for it. That's a huge play for our defense. Going to be punting from around the 1-yard line, Randy, and this is what happened to Opelika last week and the week before. Got out to big leads, and Carver and Auburn were able to claw back in and make it a very interesting game. I'd love to see Benjamin Russell put some points on the board here and see what we can do here in this second half. Going to be punting from the 2. Gets a snap. Booms a good punt down the left side. Hash mark, and it'll be fair caught by Marquise Odom.
Beautiful. At
the 39-yard line. It's a great punt by Opelika. So Benjamin Russell start 1st and 10.
Wildcats back there in the backfield. Trey Edwards, Tay Robinson making the sack. I think they'll both get half there. So far in the first 2 football games of the season, Wildcats have more sacks this year than we had all of last year. That's saying a mouthful. And those 2 guys have a majority of the sacks for the Wildcats so far this year, and a great job by both of them to meet at the quarterback.
You know, I know Opelika has been able to get 23 points, but I think the battle has been won by both defensive lines. I think our defensive line's winning our battle up front, although you wouldn't think it on the scoreboard. And then I think, obviously, their defensive line has won the battle against our offensive line so far. That's just an analysis by me, Randy. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. And, you know, outside of that second period, we were down 9-0. And I'll repeat myself again. I thought we played equally as well as they did in the first. We just turned the football over twice, and you can't do that against this team. In the last 2 years, we win 14-7. We cash in when they give us a chance.
Right.
2 years ago, last year we lose 21-7, and we don't cash in on the chances we get. This year we're just giving them too many chances.
7:57 to go here in the third. Wing T, and again, toss around the left side and they hit him in the backfield.
I don't know who's after him, but he's as good a linebacker as I've ever seen play out here. I'm saying a mouthful now
because Trey Williams was out here last year.
This guy right here is quicker. This guy's everywhere the ball is. Roy Yancey is. Now we're playing an offense that's like spoon-fed for a middle linebacker to make a bunch of plays. But Roy Yancey, I don't know. Every time I look out there, 19's getting up with a tackle, and he lays the lumber when he comes after you.
Yeah, hitting the backfield for a 3-yard loss, second down and 13. And they're going to go out of that formation now and back into the Wolf package. One receiver to either side. Tyree going to hand off up the middle and fighting forward, and just Bulldogs all over the backs as soon as they hand the football off. And clock rolls under 7 minutes here in the third quarter. Just nothing going on up front for the Wildcats, and they have a huge defensive front. Don't get me wrong. Defensive front is physical, active, quick. Third down and 12 coming up at our own 36. Tyree in the pistol formation Wolf package. They're going to bring pressure here. And they pulls it, option play, going to try to round the corner on the right side, and they're going to run him out of bounds. And not going to get maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 10.
Quick update on Roy Yancey. He is a 3-star athlete, rated the number 41 ranked prospect in the state of Alabama, has drawn interest from Auburn, Vanderbilt, Western Kentucky, and Georgia State. So as they look at this player, he has been seen for good reason out there. And so far,
you'd have to be blind not to see him.
Yeah, he's undersized. They list him at 6'1", 190, and that's probably what he is, which is a decent size for a high school.
That's a great safety.
But he's playing a middle linebacker, and I think he looks
college.
quick enough to play safety to me.
No doubt. Cole Grogan going to punt, low snap. They block it again. They got to it. And it's going to go down right there at the 32 and just got a piece of it. And
those that did hold on are exiting stage left as we look down here in the stands. And tough. It was about a half step there. Right paw goes up, knocks it down. Cole smartly tracks down the football and brings it in, not allowing Opelika to return this thing on the block. But ball is resting at the 34-yard line, so outstanding field position. And it's been special teams and turnovers so far on the night, exactly what you couldn't have happen as Christian comes back out on the field for Opelika.
You know, in plays early in a game may not necessarily beat you, but they can set the tone for how the rest of the game goes. And Wildcats dug themselves a hole quickly, and they've been fighting uphill. First down, Matthew Christian tipped ball and went through about 2 hands, one receiver and then a couple of defenders there for the Wildcats. And that was just a quick snap, didn't even move, just kind of shot-putted a throw over the line of scrimmage, a crossing route that's incomplete, brings up second down.
Tyree Gray back there in coverage along with Pac-Man Norris. Tyree has played outstanding football from his safety post here tonight and has had to make some big plays out there on the corners.
It's going to be an option pitch over here to the right side, turns a corner 30, 25, and put down right there about the 20-yard line. So going to be a Bulldog first down, moving the chains left to right here.
Reginald Bush, 5'8", 165-pound senior, gets the pitch on right in and picks up big chunks of yardage down the right sideline to the 20. 6:06 to go in the football game, or excuse me, in the third. Bulldogs lead 23-0, knocking on the Wildcats' door again.
Christian under center is going to send a man in motion left to right. Going to roll out to the right, looking over.
Yeah, same
pass is caught at the 1. Penalty flag on the backside, 2 of them. Going to get a holding penalty back here. And it's going to be down about the 1-yard line, but it's coming back.
Yeah, same play that they could have hit in the first half, but Christian overthrows.
That would have been a man downfield, too.
The wheel pattern. It could have been, but it was a wheel pattern down the right sideline. They match up a back with an outside backer and an ineligible receiver.
Illegal man downfield is what it was. So it will come back.
5:49 to go in the third. Where will they bring this one back to?
Penalty flag is on the 26-yard line. So let's see where they mark it back. There's one down on the 19 as well. So an eligible receiver. And decline that. There's the hold. I thought I saw one in the back. So we'll accept the hold, which was back here around the 26.
Quick scores. Carver of Montgomery leads Carroll of Ozark 21-0. Got a final on that one. Game called in the third with 7:31 left to go in the third due to lightning. So Carver wins there. J.O. Johnson trails Russellville 13-8. We'll go to a timeout. Wow. Let me give you a quick score before we go. Hoover 6, Mountain Brook nothing in the third.
Hoover just no offense this year. A&M Plumbing timeout. We'll take one with them. 23-0 is your S&S Discount Tire score. Wildcats trail. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
For more information about how to bundle and save, you can contact Bland Insurance Group either by phone at 256-392-9244, or you can visit us on Facebook or our website at blandinsuranceGroup.com.
Arctic Air and Heat, located in Jackson Gap on Highway 280, Mr. Darryl Kazai invites you to call him. Now, folks, the cold weather's coming. That's a fact. Now, he is your rain dealer. That's RHEEM. His number is 256-794-4341. That's Darryl Kazai. Ask him about central heating and air. Central heating and air. That's 256-794-4341. Kazaya. Darryl Kazaya.
For over 70 years, Curley Motor Company has been serving the Lake Martin area with superior service. Curley Motor Company has quality pre-owned vehicles with down payments as low as $1,000 and flexible payment plans to fit any budget. Most vehicles come with warranties that Curley stands behind, and they even service customer vehicles. View all of Curley's inventory online at www.curleymotor.com. Curley Motor Company not only sells pre-owned vehicles, but offers much more, such as rental cars, headliner repair, and can help you with lost car titles and title work. When you buy a car from Curley Motor Company, you're not just buying a car, you're buying our name.
Jackson's Drugs in Alexander City has so much to offer, like the brand new Spirit jerseys, great assortment of picture frames, Alabama and Auburn items. You can get your game on in a heartbeat there. They also have candleberry candles like Carolina Sugarcane Mist, rock salt ice cream, watermelon ranger, new pillar candle holders. Then for the bridal registry, they have monogram crosses, framing, and trays. We also have new floral items such as stems, bouquets, and topiaries. Be sure to get your lake items, and don't forget Jackson's Drugs in Alexander City.
Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center specializes in all things vein and laser oriented. Our physicians treat varicose veins and spider veins. We also utilize laser technology for things such as hair removal, tattoo removal, laser skin tightening, and laser facial peels. Wouldn't you like to see those unsightly varicose veins or spider veins disappear? Remove that dark, unwanted hair or eliminate fine lines and wrinkles. Most procedures are done in 15-minute sessions. Visit our website at lakemartinvein.com or call our office today at 256-212-9300.
Top Gun 1, this is Tower. Termite swarm season is here. Time to lock and load. Top Gun 1, over.
Tower, this is Top Gun 1. I'm arming my state-of-the-art termite tech device that uses sonar technology to find termites in your home without going into your walls or floors.
Roger that, Top Gun 1. You are clear to engage.
For bond or service, call Top Gun Pest Control at 256-234-7375. With over 20 years of combined experience, our team can eliminate all pests from your home. Top Gun Pest Control, as we feel the tug to kill some bugs.
23-0 Wildcats trail here, 5:49 to go here in the third quarter. And the Opelika Bulldogs with a holding penalty there had a chance. It was a good-looking play set up down the near sideline. A wheel pattern, as you said, caught out of bounds at the 1, but the hold brings it back to the 36. Hoover, 6-0, leading Mountain Brook. Mountain Brook, I tell you, man, they blew one against Huntsville. I have never seen a game blown the way that one was against Huntsville. Huntsville came back and beat them, but Mountain Brook, a good football team. 1st and 25 now for Opelika. Trips to the top, which is the wide side of the field. One back beside Christian. Christian will take a 3-step drop survey the field, shoots one over there. Pass should have been intercepted at the 10-yard line by Orlando Henderson. I mean, that ball was up for grabs, and Christian had nothing on that throw, Randy. He surveyed the field, had all the time in the world, but Orlando Henderson had a good opportunity to pick it off.
Yeah, they do, and they get a back or a receiver out with an outside backer in Orlando Henderson in coverage. That's the coverage they're looking for, but a great job by Orlando backing coverage as he's behind the receiver, knocks it away. He'd love to have it back. Second down and 25, 5:32 to go in the third with the Bulldogs leading 23-0.
Shotgun, Christian drops back. We're going to set up a little screen right there and dump it off. There's another one.
Seriously.
And they get it up to the 30, picked up 5 yards, but
they set it up nicely. It's a screen pass on the right side. Trey Edwards easily beats the right tackle off the snap. I know they're looking for that. The right tackle just holds him up just long enough for him not to have a chance to hit the quarterback. They do pick up positive yardage down to the Wildcats 30, still 3rd and 20. About to go under 5 minutes to go in the third.
And defended the screen pretty well on a second down play there. Only gave up 5 yards. So 4:53 and counting here in the third. Wildcats need to come up with a big play defensively. Johnson beside Christian, and Johnson will take the handoff and runs out of bounds and got a yard maybe to the 29-yard line. So it'll be 4th down 19 coming up for Opelika, and they'll send the field goal unit onto the field up 23-0. Going
to be a long field goal, 42-yard variety.
No reason not to try.
Yeah, no reason not to. Jagary Tuck, left outside linebacker, defensive end position for the Wildcats, gets the stop.
If they miss it, it goes to the 20. So it's a win-win for Opelika. They'll put the tee down at the 36-yard line. So a 46-yard field goal from the right hash, kicking right or kicking left to right. Snap the place, the kick is up, and this one is not going to have near enough leg and is no good. 23-0. Wildcats hold there defensively, and this Wildcat defense has really fought tonight. They haven't had the best of situations to deal with, but have made the best out of it and have kept the Wildcats in the game. I mean, really, it's just a situation where the Wildcats have not been able to find anything offensively up against this front line of the defense for Opelika and the linebacking core led by Yancey.
The 2 drives, Wildcats did have some success moving the football with turnovers, and you knew you couldn't do that. But 80 yards for pay dirt here. 4:39 to go in the third, trailing 23-0.
Feels like a mile, doesn't it?
It does. Looking down there, it looks like one with this defense.
Tyree Gray, shotgun, going to hand off over here left side, finds a seam, and then is that Yancey again coming up from a linebacker post?
Yes.
It is, making a play.
How many tackles?
At the 20-yard line. He is phenomenal.
Roy Yancey, 6'1", 190. Write his name down. If he slips away from Auburn and Alabama, he looks like a safety. If he slips
That's
away,
what he looks like. He looks like a strong safety.
If he slips away and ends up somewhere else, he's going to make a name for himself because I would say he's got 12 to 15 tackles tonight.
Second 9, a yard gain there, pistol formation for him. The Wildcats 2 receivers to the top. He's going to come on a blitz this time. That's Yancey. Tyree going to roll out here to the left side, and he's just going to be run out of bounds. And Q Johnson tried to draw man coverage down the near sideline. Tyree trying to look for him and
trying to hit the same play we scored on last week against Central of Clay.
He didn't bite up that time, the cornerback.
Great defense, and you'll start seeing this play defended well. Saw it on NFL for the Seahawks last night.
They're going to buy into that.
Yeah, you'll notice they'll stay back. Corner won't come up into
just let somebody else come up and try to make the tackle on the runner. 3rd down and 7, 2 yards on the scramble there for Tyree. And reverse over here with Sean Rapin. He has got a lane, 30, 35-yard line, and a good block on the outside. And the first time we've seen the reverse, and Sean Rapin with some good speed around the end, picks up a first down, compliments of cardiology of Central Alabama to move the chain.
Sean's one of those players that if we had a passing attack and you had a quarterback back there that could throw it around a little bit, he would be one as a slot receiver that would make a ton of catches and a ton of plays. Great speed there. Picks up a first down out to the Wildcat 35-yard line.
Pistol formation. Going to hand off right side. You know, sometimes you just got to get something positive moving to move the change and try to get something going. That time, not much on the right side. 3:24 and counting here in the third quarter.
Trap play. Nice job up front. Nose tackle. Gets across the face of our center and our guard. Makes the stop in the backfield. Orlando Henderson into the ball game. Sean Raitt back in at slot.
Rape and Johnson down here to the wide side, moving right to left. Here comes a blitz off the right side, and they're going to back out of it. Tyree Luck's going to change his play. 15 seconds on the play clock. Trying to get set up. 2:50 and rolling here in the third. Handoff over here to Orlando Henderson, and I mean, just nowhere to go, nothing to do. Everything pinched inside. They're selling out, Randy, on the run. They're just selling out. And until you can somehow, some way make them pay for that and burn them for that, they're going to keep pinching inside like that.
Very talented defensive side of the ball for Opelika. When I continue to look down the list and the size of the players, when you look down there, they're not – but it's the height and the strength and the ability that you can tell. Zacario Bridges, 6'2", 215, junior defensive end, makes that stop behind the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun here on 3rd down and 12, and they bring the pressure right up the middle. Yancey flushes Tyree out, and he's rolling to the left. He's a right-handed quarterback, and we're just not picking him up at all. That time, number 40, is it 9 over there for Opelika that got back there in the backfield? Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty easy to tell.
It's actually it's actually Spivey that got back there for.
Spivey looks like Whitlow.
Yeah, it was Spivey though. 49.
That's scary.
Yeah. 4th down and 12. 1 minute and 54 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
No, that's Whitlow. Number 49, 6'4", 235. I was about to say, if they got another one of him sitting over there. Cole Grogan quickly gets this kick off. Fielded right here, and the Wildcats should pick it up. And we do. We get on top of it. Get on top of the fumble at the 48-yard line. So finally, a play goes in our direction with 1 minute 44 to go in the third.
It helps if you look at the right roster. That's why you look at the wrong 49. That's what happened. So great play there. Special teams, the first break of the game for the Wildcats. Can they do something? Can they capitalize? Send the defense back on the field. And this defense fired up. Feels like they're up to the task. The Wildcats have not been able to do much of anything offensively against them. Their deepest penetration of the night. The Bulldog 25, 1 minute and 44 seconds to go. I believe Opelika only one offensive or maybe 2 offensive possessions this quarter. That's it. So the defense doing what they need to do. Tyreek Norris, halfback pass to Q Johnson, and he's going to overthrow it in double coverage, and it was well covered. Nobody getting sucked in there.
Well-thrown football, though.
It was a well-thrown football under pressure by Tyreek Norris.
That's a flag pattern looking for Q Johnson down this right sideline. If you're going to miss long, and Tyreek does. Sets up 2nd down and 10 on the Bulldog side of the field where we haven't been, I don't believe, since the first quarter.
No, it's been a long time. 1 minute and 37 seconds. A little razzle-dazzle to try to mix things up. 2nd down and 10 at the Bulldog 48-yard line. Play's blown dead. And Opelika, this be against the Wildcats. It was a dead ball, so more than likely Now, they lined up all sides, so I thought Opelika looked like they were a little frustrated there. So 5 yards there by way of penalty. Would love to punch a touchdown in here, make it 23-7. And
want a shocker?
Mountain Brook.
Central Phoenix City up 41-7 over Auburn. with 3:20 left in the third. Auburn will start the season 0-3 for the first time since 1980.
That's unbelievable. Toss over here to the left side, finds a seam up the middle, 40. That's a 35. Down to the 32-yard line. I thought I saw a face mask. His head spun around, but
you saw a horse collar.
Maybe that's what it was, horse collar around the top. And
first little big gain that I've seen is Chase Burton able to fight into the secondary from Opelika. Whitlow comes from the backside to make the stop. 16-yard gain down to the Wildcat 32.
Tyree under center, the wishbone.
Oh, man.
Ball is loose, and we can't get on it. Your voice kind of told the whole story there.
Fumble on the snap. Pac-Man had a chance to jump on it. Gets his left arm out there, knocks it away. Opelika falls back down, and that's been the story of the night. Anytime the Wildcats have mustered up an offensive possession where you see positive gains, we've turned it over. Third turnover of the night.
In the same area of the field.
Exactly, 35-yard line. That's been where it's been all night.
Must be some kind of a magnet for the football right in that area.
41-7, Phoenix City over Auburn. Can you believe where Auburn has dropped to this year?
In 1 year. They were playing for
the same quarterback.
Playing with us for a state championship against Hoover, and Hoover not much better. Hoover in danger of going 0-3. Wouldn't that be a storyline? Handoff up the middle, and this defense continuing to fight.
Yeah, we played well defensively. We did give up 180 yards of total offense in the first half. Tay Robinson again back there in the backfield. Reeltown leads Lafayette 22-7. Clay Central 21, Shelby County 7. That starts the fourth. Hoover still continues to lead Mountain Brook 6-0.
Holding on by a fingernail against Mountain Brook. Obviously that Hoover defense still good, but I watched that Miami Central game, and it's just offensively for Hoover, not much. Handoff up the middle. Matthew Christian actually keeps it this time, and just nothing.
Drew Kaiser.
I'll tell you one thing about Opelika, though, Randy, real quick. When they get a lead, they just go into a shell. They did this the first 2 weeks. They haven't really tried anything up 23-0. That's how much faith they got in this defense. No need to put the ball in the air, create a cheap score for the other team. And the clock's about to run out on the third quarter, and it's the same score that we had as we headed into the locker room at halftime.
Drew Kaiser, All-State center there for Opelika. I don't know if he's winded, but Tay Robinson has whooped him about as bad as you can be whooped the last couple of snaps. And Tay Robinson does that to a lot, as he was three steps in the backfield.
He's not
right
by
after
himself
snap.
on that. Not by himself at all. That's pretty frequent with Tay Robinson. That's into the third quarter. Bulldogs still up 23-0. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Football, tailgating, and an award-winning vehicle from Bice Motors in Alex City. You can't beat this time of year.
Get in the game and score big!
The summer clearance event continues, and all 24 teams have to go.
They don't know the play.
I told them twice.
Guaranteed lowest price, or we'll pay you the difference in price twice.
Buy it at Bice!
BiceChryslerDodge.com.
It's football season, and the Tide is ready to roll again. Bama fans, make sure you have everything you need to show your Tide pride. Bama Wear on Highway 280 in Childersburg has it all. Polo coaches shirts, game day t-shirts, hats, watches, autographed memorabilia, Daniel Moore prints, and home goods. Bama Wear is also the original home of the popular Bama Girl t-shirts and has plenty of Tide stuff for the Bama ladies, including houndstooth purses, dresses, raincoats, and more. So whether you're gearing up to show your Tide pride at home or the game, there's only one place to go. Bama Wear on Highway 280 in Childersburg. You can also get your Tide gear online at BamaWear.com. Roll Tide. In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success. Dr. George Hardy has been serving the Lake Martin area since 1991. Come in for your partials, dentures, caps, crowns, root canals, or whatever you need. Dr. Hardy also offers cosmetic dentistry like bleaching, veneers, and lumineers. Dr. Hardy and his staff love kids. So if you're 2 or 102, come in and let us take care of you. We also offer emergency dental care and accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and all kids. Give us a call today at 234-5678, located on Church Street in Alexander City. If you come in without a smile, we'll give you one of ours.
When it comes to providing the very finest in funeral services, there's one name that stands alone. At Radney's Funeral Home, we take pride in our reputation as one of the leading funeral homes in this part of Alabama. Since 1938, our name has stood for honesty, integrity, and quality. These are the principles that have made Radney's Funeral Home the #1 choice when you want the very finest in funeral service for your family. Radney's Funeral Home, the independent hometown funeral home serving Tallapoosa and surrounding counties.
Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City, is now selling and servicing cell phones, iPads, and tablets. Depot Computer also sells and services computers, laptop, and desktop accessories, virus protection. Get them cleaned up now. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City.
1 quarter left to play, 23-0. Wildcats in a hole, trying to find something. 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 35. Christian in the shotgun formation. There's the snap. Wildcats squat down. He's under pressure, going to get him. This time he's not going anywhere, and they're going to put him down. He was going on the grass. I didn't care what happened.
Tay Robinson again, first player back there for the Wildcats on top. Trey Edwards comes across and finishes him. Those two guys are as good as we're going to play against.
I'm telling you right now, you tune in right now and you hear 23-0, you go, oh, man. You don't turn the ball over twice, it's an 8-0 game. 8-0. That's where we are right now with it. They have not moved the ball on us at all offensively, and the stats will show that. They have not chewed up a lot of field.
They had 180 yards of total offense in the first half, and
they ain't had nothing here in the second.
70 yards of that was a breakdown. We had him sacked in the backfield and let him get away.
We bring a rush, almost got it. They get a good punt off. Just stay away from it. Hits at the 35 and rolls out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So lost 15 yards of field position, but Marquise really just couldn't get over there to get it. Too dangerous to come over there. But, had 3 opportunities inside the 40-yard line of Opelika tonight and haven't even had a chance to kick a field goal. 3 turnovers, Randy, and a block punt tonight. It's hard to overcome against anybody you play. It doesn't matter what level you play. You turn the ball over 3 times, you give the other team that many extra possessions, and a couple times you give them short field. Good teams will make you pay for that. 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Love to see the Wildcats get on the scoreboard somehow. Under center in the wing T formation. Tyree Gray. Handoff right side. Pac-Man breaks a tackle 25 in open field, 28, 29-yard line. And he's always about a step from going the distance. And he had one man to beat, and that guy held on for life and put him down. If he gets past him, he's off to the races.
Good blocking on the right side of the front. Marquis Wheeler doing a great job of sparking Pac-Man ahead for a big gainer of 8 yards.
Toss over here to the left side. Chase Burton trying to find a way to kick it up inside the 30. He does pick up a Wildcat first down. Compliments of Cardiology of Central Alabama.
23-0. Opelika leads. 10:24 to go here in the football game. Wildcats in that wing T formation. Have had some success moving the football and running it tonight, but 3 turnovers, onside kick, and 2 block punts, Brett. There's the story.
Yeah, 2 blocked. I forgot. 2 block punts. Reverse over here. Tyreek got one man. He just dropped the football. Opelika scooped it up. Literally just dropped the football in wide open field.
A lot of times you see that. That's that counter play where you hand it off to one wing back and he counters it back to the other. If you don't do it a lot, Brett, I can't tell you how many times you see those fumbles on that because it's two different handoffs to get to that. But 23-0 and another turnover. 4 turnovers, 2 block punts, and an onside kick recovery. And if you tell us that, and at the start of the ball game, and I tell you that we're only trailing 23-0, you'd say I'm crazy. That's how good the defense has played.
The defense has played outstanding. Defense has played definitely good enough to win the football game. Shotgun snap. New quarterback in there and another hit. Sturdivant drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing can bring him in. And that's Jacob Bentley back in there at quarterback. Sophomore, 6'3", 210 pounds.
4-star recruit, one of the top quarterbacks in the country as a sophomore.
We'll get to see him the next 2 years.
Yeah, Matthew Christian, the senior 3-year starter back there for Opelika. That's the shocking part with Auburn, as we just mentioned. Auburn trailing Central Phoenix City 48-7.
That's unbelievable.
But they've got their quarterback returned from a state championship. Matthew Christian
just
unable
fall down
to beat Jagary Tuck on this right side. Our defense played outstanding football here in the second half of play. Majority of the first half also. How many yards do you think we've given up?
Yeah, not much.
30 yards this half?
Maybe. And not much because Christian is not the swiftest guy in open field. If you ever get your hands on him, you're going to get him down. And he's a big kid, but not very quick. And got a good offensive line that blocks for him. But 3rd down and 10, they haven't moved it here after the turnover. 4-down territory for them, I'm sure, with 8:48 to go in the game. Christian going to drop back looking, just going to throw it in the end zone. He's got his man and just over the outstretched arms of his intended receiver down this near side. That's number 7, James Moss. Couldn't bring it in. Brings up 4th down, and will they try another long field goal, or will they keep Christian? Now they're going to bring the other quarterback out there. It's Bentley.
No, they got to.
Now that's going to be the holder. The holder's going to come out. It will be a field goal opportunity for the Opelika Bulldogs. Chasden Blackman will put the tee down at the 31-yard line, so a 41-yard field goal. Pretty much in the middle of the field. Blackman, snap, and it's going to be a fake. Looking over the middle. It's intercepted. Key Kendrick picked it off. Looking for some blocks. Comes back inside. 35-yard line. The Wildcats have held again.
Great second half for this defense. Shut out the Bulldogs during this second half of play. Just been unable to find anything offensively, and it's a learning experience. We knew this coming into the season, Brett, that the defense is going to have to carry it, but to become more competitive, you do have to find some offense, and so far we just haven't had much at all. I mean, I don't know what we've had. We had 80 yards in the first half, and maybe 30 in the second. Well, I don't know if we've had hardly any in the second.
I don't think. Well, they hadn't either. So it's been 0-0 here in the second half, but the problem is you don't keep scoring two quarters. You keep scoring 4, and the damage had been done early in the game. 8:25 to go here. 23-0. Wildcats get an interception on a fake field goal. Tyree Gray with a quick screen pass to Sean Rape. Sean brings it in at the 35 and a couple yards. So much speed on the Opelika side of the field on the defensive side. They've got an outstanding defense. Gonna keep them in every single ball game they play.
I'm impressed. Roy Yancey's the difference maker. Their defensive line's good. Whitlow's very good.
But they wouldn't be the defense they are without him.
No, but Yancey in middle, at middle linebacker, I'd guess 15 tackles here in the ball game, and he stood out to me by far.
And Tyree's just going to run the football. Makes one man
Yancey
miss, makes another one miss. Drop the ball on the ground. Can we hold on to it?
Yeah, that's five turnovers for the Wildcats.
And he was off to the races.
Yeah, Tyree
was ready to – he made Yancey miss, made another guy miss, was about to make a cut, about to pick up a first down, and we have a man down on the field.
He's getting up. That's Anthony Parker down. Prattville leads Gulfport 28-23. That's with 8:44 to go in the fourth. I think it's Madison Academy leads West Morgan 53-0. Hoover 12-0 over Mountain Brook. 10:28 to go in the fourth. Decatur leads Austin 27-21. Walker 51. John Carroll 14. Make sure to tune in to the HSA Radio Network scoreboard show tonight. Jay Jeffcoat, Luke Robinson will bring all the action around the state of Alabama to you.
Shotgun formation, fake the speed sweep, and under pressure, Bentley's going to take it and throw it on the run. That pass had no chance. He threw it to the right. Good coverage by Rodney Carroll down there. And incomplete, 7:33. They're still throwing the football around with 7:33 to go, trying to tag on some more points.
New quarterback in is that sophomore, 6'3", about 215.
Jacob Bentley.
Great-looking athlete back there for Opelika. 4 yards of total offense for the Wildcats in the second half. Actually, 4 yards of total offense for Opelika in the second half.
There you go. Man in motion. Hudgens. Counter play back here to the left side, and nothing. A tough lick right there and run out of bounds. That's Key Kendrick coming up and laying a pop to him. And running number 10 out of bounds, that is Tanner Black, run out of bounds after only a couple yards gained. So 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Bulldogs. We'll go under 7 minutes to go in the game when this play is snapped.
Can't be upset with our effort here tonight whatsoever.
Not with 5 turnovers.
Yeah, only 6 yards of total offense for the Bulldogs in the second half. And they have had, let me tell you, they've had their starters in the entire time, of course. And they have continued to throw the football and continue to try fake plays deep into this football game. So hats off to our defense. Got to find some offense to give ourselves a chance. But
yeah, and they're going to counter it. Roll out Christian under pressure, nobody to throw it to. He's just going to throw it out of bounds. So, and just, what, let me just say it. What are you doing if you're up 23-0? 7 minutes to go, you're still trying to throw it in the end zone.
Well, they got a flag down. I think this will be a.
Well, there was nobody over there this time, but he was outside of the pocket, and the ball did cross the line of scrimmage. So, by the rule, if I'm correct, and I may not be, you can waste it. And maybe it didn't go out of bounds. Maybe it went downfield. I think that may have been the call, as it kind of skidded down the right sideline. So
tip your hats.
Hey, that's to
tip
me,
your hats to both of these defenses.
Yeah,
but the change of the game has been 5 turnovers for the Wildcats, 2 block punts against us, and an onside kick. So 8 negative turnover plays for the Wildcats here tonight has been the difference as Wildcats trail 23-0 with 6:34 to go in the ball game. Opelika back to punt again.
That's a high snap, almost over his head, no rush.
This guy's got a great leg.
Yeah, booming punt. Marquise lets it go. It's going to go down. He goes in the end zone. Did he mark that at the 1 yard line? He went into the end zone. The other official's going to run over. I need to check my rule book. They're going to mark it at the 1. Maybe it's not the player. There are differentials in the rules from high school to college to pro. If any part of your body in college touches the line to gain or touches the goal line, it's a touchback. But maybe he batted that in and kept it in. But Marquis got to find some way to come up and secure that ball at the 10-yard line.
Fairhope 28-0 over number 7, or excuse me, 28-0 over number 7 McGill Tulane. Actually, McGill Tulane's ranked higher than that. 7 minutes left in that football game. I apologize. Hanley 14-7 over Childersburg. Pell City in another region game here, 44-7 over Chilton County.
And off out of the wing T left side, a couple of yards there. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Opelika scored right there at the end of the first half on a pass that looked like was juggled and dropped out of bounds, but they gave him the touchdown before, and so that extended it to 23-0. There is a timeout. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout with them. Your SNS Discount Tire score, 23-0. Wildcats trail the Opelika Bulldogs. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
For over 60 years, East Central Alabama has relied on Jackson Refrigeration for installation and service on all brands, including Rheem, Goodman, and York. Now we've expanded into A1 Four Seasons Heating and Air, a division of Jackson Refrigeration. We still make your comfort our priority and expect our staff to be the most experienced, dedicated, and trained to give you the highest quality of sales and service. When choosing your heating and air company, choose our family of professionals. The all-new A1 Four Seasons Heating and Air, the all-new division of Jackson Refrigeration.
When you need plumbing service, call on the professionals at A&M Plumbing LLC. We are your dealer for Nature's Miracle state-of-the-art water filtration systems, providing sales and installation of systems for your whole house or under sink. Join our Diamond Club and enjoy many benefits and services while saving money and getting priority service scheduling. We offer financing, and our services include a 1-year satisfaction guarantee. All our technicians are trained, background tested, drug screened, and wear photo IDs to ensure your safety and peace of mind. Our knowledgeable staff will be happy to answer any of your questions. So call A&M Plumbing LLC today.
Hello, I'm Tim Ray, captain of Benson Russell Quarterback Club. As we get ready to kick off this 2014 season, I would like to thank the following: Elliott City Parks and Rec, Good Old Boys Barbecue, R&B Media, WAHC TV, LMG, 97.5 Kalijah Country, Russell Do-It Center, Coombs Catering, JR Sports Bar and Grill, and Russell Medical Center. Thanks to each one of you, and always remember, we are BR.
Loves clothes and her phone. Still willing to be seen with you in public, depending on the location. Jamie at 14 and you. Available for a limited time only. Don't wait to make the memories that will last a lifetime at Walt Disney World Resort, the place where dreams come true.
Book your next Walt Disney World vacation. Contact Fairy Tale Journeys LLC at 256-825-2668 or at fairytalejourneys.com.
Tallapoosa Ford is your Ford truck dealer for over 35 years. We've delivered on America's best-selling truck, the Ford F-150. Tallapoosa Ford has the F-150 you want with a huge selection on site and can order any style or model you need with all the region's most competitive pricing. We service all warranty work with an award-winning service department, so we are with you down the road.
Hello, I'm Jeff Smith, and I'd like to welcome you to Tallapoosa Ford, a family-owned Ford business locally owned for over 35 years. Your friend in the Ford business.
Visit Tallapoosa Ford on Highway 280, Alex City. Your Ford giant in East Central Alabama and your friends in the Ford business.
Oliver & Treadwell Law Firm is a dedicated, knowledgeable, and local legal team dedicated to serving its clients with a practice covering a broad spectrum, including criminal and civil litigation, family and domestic issues, and personal injury and workers' compensation. Oliver & Treadwell will use their experience and expertise to make sure you get the quality legal representation you deserve. Our team can execute your legal game plan. Oliver & Treadwell is also a proud sponsor of all local high school football. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other lawyers.
5:58 left in this one. 23-0. And Opelika, I haven't been able to move the ball either in the second half.
6 yards of total offense for Opelika in the second half of play. Wildcats have shut them out in the second half, so nothing to really put your head down about. The effort has been there. It's an offensive struggle for the Wildcats this year. They've got to find a formation or something that they can hang their hat on moving forward, because defensively we'll stay in every ball game. It's the best team we're going to see in the regular season, I promise you.
No doubt. Won't play anyone any better, no doubt about it. Got to find a way to move it. Pac-Man right side, 5-yard line, 7-yard line. Brings up third down, 5:40 to go in the ball game.
Every team we play after this, I love our chances. I really do. I mean, I don't look at any team after this and say, boy, there's just no chance going into it. Tonight you knew it was going to be a struggle. We had to play great football with no turnovers and everything go our way to win. We knew it coming in, and it didn't go that way. It went absolutely the opposite of that.
3rd and 4. Chase Burton crosses the 10. And I don't think he's going to have quite enough for a first down, so the Wildcats probably going to have to punt the football, and Opelika has a man down over here at the 10-yard line. It's going to be a half-yard shy of a first down, and Opelika, man on his back over here.
All substitutions in for Opelika now. A complete second unit on the defensive side of the ball, and that's a cramp down there on the field. Quickly, a few new scores. Wetumpka at Russell County game has been called due to storms. Wetumpka wins 27-6 to improve to 3-0. Oak Mountain 14, Vestavia Hills 7. Tallahassee 40-6 over Talladega. Heading into the fourth quarter, Central Phoenix City leads Auburn 47-10. Auburn will move to 0-3 on the season. First time they've been 0-3 on the season since 1980. That's a crazy stat for me because Auburn, trust me, in the 90s they had many years there where they were sub 500 and couldn't get through that
but they
region.
haven't been there lately.
It's been a while, and they've had a long stretch playing in a state championship game last year. And moving to 0-3 this year, I don't think anybody saw that one coming.
I think we're going for it.
Why not? Fourth down and 1, wishbone formation, 4:53 to go in the ball game, trailing 23-0.
Handoff left side and fights forward. I think he's got enough for a Wildcat first down to move the chains. Keep the football here. And 4:40. And get some laughter from our cameraman over here, Justin.
He's going through some scores. And there's some here in this state that will make you get a giggle. I wouldn't have seen that one, would you?
No, I wouldn't. Look, and that's the crazy thing about football is you can be right there in stats, but one category that you tend to look at in a lopsided game is a turnover stat, and we have got 5 of them. And shot ourselves, have blown the foot off. Not shot it, and blown the foot off. There's a timeout on the field, A&M Plumbing timeout. 23-0 is your S&S Discount Tire score. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network. First and 10, Tyree going to keep it. Option keeper, 20-yard line. Good run, about 8 yards there on first down. Don't want to get Tyree hurt here with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Great athlete. Been able to get in open field a couple times. Had one stripped just a minute ago. Had a good run there. Got to learn to hold on to the football. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Wildcats have it 2nd and 1 at the 20-yard line, our own 20. Pistol formation snap. Option left side, Rodney Carroll, 25-30. 35 down the sideline, 40. 45 midfield and run out of bounds. And there was a burst of lightning over there on the left side.
I don't know what the flag is. Flag thrown at the 42-yard line. Let's hope it's not a hold against the Wildcats that far down the field. But Rodney Carroll, a long strider, only a junior, 6 foot, 168 pounds. Run the option to the left. Pitch to that wing back. I love him on the offensive side of the ball, bro. I think he's a game breaker.
Yeah, he is a game breaker. He is a game breaker. Maybe see more of him down the line. Let's see what this call is.
No quitting our kids. I'm not overly disappointed here. I knew it coming in that we were going to struggle offensively, or at least you felt that way. And it's been that way, but we've tried a lot of different things. The offensive staff have put our kids in as many different situations to make them successful.
Against Opelika. That's
but
15 more yards.
Wouldn't you agree, though? The play calling has been good. We've turned the ball over 5 times, but, really.
When if you said you turned the ball over against the number 3 team in 6A 5 times and you're down 23-0, the Wildcats have it again around this dangerous 35-yard line where we've turned the ball over.
Yeah, 2 block punts. Onside kick recovered. It's just been a lot of negative plays. Cole Grogan into the ball game for the Wildcats now.
Cole Grogan in now. 3:47. Cole going to take it now. He's going to pitch it late to Marquise Odom. And just nothing. They did a good job of defending that. Marquise able to get 4 yards out of nothing there. Cole did a good job of sucking him in. Late pitch there.
That's an athletic play by Cole.
Very, very athletic.
He shows the option to the right. Gets hit, quickly makes the pitch out with the right hand, and positive yards of about 4 yards up to the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 6, 3:19 to go in the football game. Wildcats trail 23-0.
Orlando Henderson, Rodney Carroll, and Marquise Odom are your backs. 2 receivers, 1 split to either side. Grogan takes the snap, going to drop back, and throw a pass into the end zone looking for Q Johnson, and a penalty flag along the far side. 3:04 to go in the game. Let's see what the call is as Daniel Bland's coming off the field.
I don't know how many of those we have tonight, but it's enough.
Well, Coach Horn said in the locker room, in the first 2 games, Randy, we've had over 100 yards in penalties both games, over 200 yards of penalties. Just you can't do that. You cannot have that many penalties, and we've racked up the penalty yards tonight. And
nice thrown football, though. I know it's on a penalty play, but the ball comes out of Cole's hand very easily. He's only
34.
a 10th grader, good-sized kid out there, very good athlete.
2nd and 11. Comes a blitz.
Yeah,
Cole didn't look that one into his hands, trying to do something before he had the football, and we have had the dropsies for sure. Have had the dropsies.
2:28. Clock is still continuing to roll. Daniel Bland back into the football game. 2:21 and counting. 23-0. 6 yards of total offense in the second half for Opelika. I don't know if we have much more. I think we got a few more, but not many more. As both teams have been shut out in the second half. Wildcat's been shut out the entire ball game. Cole's still in the ball game in that Wolf package, which is a pistol formation wing T formation.
Third and 22 at the Bulldog 45. Rodney Carroll dropped it. We can't get out of here fast enough, and a lot of pushing and shoving going on after the play. A headgear loss for Opelika. Big man inside. Don't have to leave the field. Yes, Gentry.
And we'll go back and punt the football. 1:38 to go, and just been a struggle.
Yep.
What do you take out of it, Brett?
Well, defensively, you're going to be in every ball game, period. Got to find somehow, some way to scare people offensively and keep them off balance. And right now, we haven't been able to do that. 2-1 on the season. And we'll turn our attention to Eufaula next week. It's a high punt that's going to hit at the 30-yard line, and we're going to stop there. So a punt by Cole. 1 minute to go in the ball game. 23-0. Opelika will take it and go from here.
Wildcats 40 rushes for 147 yards on the game, 4 of 10 throwing the football for 35 yards, 182 yards of total offense for the Wildcats. Opelika 28 rushes for 59 yards, 5 of 16 throwing the football for 141 yards, 70 of those on a complete breakdown by the Wildcats. Had him sacked in the backfield. Long touchdown pass, so 200 yards of total offense for Opelika. I'm leaving out of here feeling really good about our defense, as good as I've felt about a defense around here in a long time. They've kept us in this football game, but 5 turnovers, 2 block punts, and an onside kick recovery for Opelika has been the story.
And off right side, Q Johnson trying to strip the ball out. 50 seconds to go in the game, and Wildcats will fall to 2-1 on the season and go to Eufaula next week. And Eufaula going into tonight.
They win one last night against Sidney Lanier.
19-12.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 3-0, but actually 2-1 as they lost to Dothan the first week, 42-13. And
no quitting our kids. We have been after them, physical out there, back in the backfield, making plays. This is a loss behind the line of scrimmage by Q Johnson. 15 seconds to go. Wildcats going to lose this one 23-0.
Been real easy to fold the tent, Randy, at half and come out, and but they've stayed aggressive offensively, Opelika, and hadn't been able to do anything. So Opelika not jumping up and down and hoo-hawing because they just whipped somebody.
I think a few of their defense players are.
Their defensive guys are, but their offensive guys just glad to get out of here.
They got 2 of the best defensive players in the state, and they're rated that way, and it is for very good reason. And Whitlow, that plays defensive end, 6'4", 235, Brett, he's outstanding. South Carolina's getting another great defensive end. He's active. We couldn't block him all night. And over there at linebacker, I know we're up against the break. Roy Yancey's one of the best ones we've ever seen at linebacker on this field. He made play after play after play. Somebody's going to get a gem there if they pick him up late.
Absolutely. And We're going to take a break here. When we come back, it'll be the Patterson Truck Parts and Equipment postgame show. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Family owned and operated, Holly's Home Furnishings is the Lake Martin area's best choice for all of your furniture needs. Whether you're looking for something new for the living room, dining room, or bedroom, Holly's has something you'll love for every room in your house. Holly's has a great selection of furniture in the most popular names like Lane, Broyhill, Rowe Furniture, as well as the best names in mattresses like Sealy and Tempur-Pedic. You can even get beautiful home decor, everything your home needs, at Holly's Home Furnishings, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City. Visit their website at holleyshomefurnishings.com.
JD's Tire and Lube. If you need diesel, if you need non-ethanol gas, if you love service, need new tires, don't waste your time shopping around. Go to JD's Tire and Lube. They can get you any tire, anytime at the best prices around, and you get free rotation and balance for life of the tire. JD offers full service for whatever your needs are. Oil change, brake repair, radiator work, batteries. You can even get your car washed. The customer service is unbeatable at JD's Tire and Lube, 316 Tallapoosa Street, Alexander City, in the old Foshee Service Station building.
Grace's Flowers in Alexander City on Hillaby Street has been making people happy for decades. Susie Kelly and her friendly staff continue that same great tradition. Grace's Flowers is a full-service florist for all occasions, funerals, weddings, and other special events. In addition to flowers, Grace's has a great gift selection as well. To send a smile or encouragement, call 234-4238, and Grace's Flowers will deliver. Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street in Alexander City.
Okay, Lotus Flowers, let's breathe deeply. Now find your center.
Found it.
Oh,
yum. Yoga is so delicious.
The Zensation Salad is back. Chicken fingers on mixed greens with crispy wonton strips, Asian slaw, honey sesame sauce, and a veggie egg roll. Zaxby's indescribably good.
The all-new Alex City Auto Collision is now open and ready to serve you at 2227 Old Dadeville Road, offering quality spray and bed liners, full paint and body services for all makes and models with fast turnaround. They guarantee a lifetime warranty on all repairs and paint for as long as you own the vehicle. Alex City Auto Collision works with all insurance companies and estimates are free. And there's a You Save Car rental office on site, so you'll always have a ride. Alex City Auto Collision on Dadeville Road, 256-392-4542. Our business is a wreck.
Are creditors breathing down your neck? Is the repo man knocking at your door? Is your home in danger of foreclosure? Is garnishment threatening your paycheck? Bad luck? Call Chuck. Bankruptcy attorney Chuck Reynolds can help. He's got 30 years of experience solving money problems just like yours. Chuck Reynolds will tame your wild financial beasts and get your life back on track. Call Chuck at 877-329-1331. Learn more at www.badluckcallchuck.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Patterson Truck Parts and Equipment post-game show. Wildcats fall 23-0 to the Opelika Bulldogs. Randy, it was a defensive struggle tonight for our offense. Couldn't manage to put anything together, but our defense held their own. And, you know, you just mentioned it, 5 turnovers, put the ball on the ground 7 times, lost 5 of them, 2 block punts. Opelika tried desperately deep into the fourth quarter to continue to throw it and put points on the board. Faked a field goal, tried to catch us off guard. We made an interception there. Tay Robinson just played immaculate, and now we'll just go ahead and name him, Randy. He's your Dark Insurance Player of the game. He just played lights out. No pun intended about Dark Insurance, but he did play lights out.
He did, and I don't know, you don't see this too often, but the two teams sometimes will meet and have a prayer together. We're separated here. So you got the Wildcats on one side of the field and the opposite side. 3 coaches, including Coach Blackman, came over into our huddle to make sure that they told Tay Robinson how good a football game he played out here tonight. He went up against the top center in the state of Alabama, Drew Kaiser, and Kaiser, I think, will be the Alabama-Mississippi starter for the Alabama side, and he just made one play after another. 6 yards of total offense for Opelika in the second half. Absolutely nothing to hang your head down about if you're a Wildcat fan. We knew we'd struggle offensively, and that's what the story was, but stayed in the football game, Brett, for the most part.
Yeah, you did, and you can't turn the football over against anybody that many times and expect to come away with a victory. But the Wildcats had their chances early. Coach Horn and I talked about it in the locker room. He said when we have opportunities, we have to cash in, and we didn't do it. We had him sacked one time, and for their second touchdown of the night, Randy had him sacked. Looked like we were going to get off the field. He's able to elude pressure, dump one off to his tight end. We brought a blitz, so there was nobody back there. Once he caught it, it was off to the races. He was able to race and make it 16-0. And we held them there until 47 seconds to go in the first half when they were able to hit a quick strike again and put it 23-0. That's where the ball game ended as far as scoring-wise. They did continue to try to throw it deep into the fourth quarter. They couldn't do it. Our Wildcat defense played tremendous football. And, you know, if you don't give them a couple of cheap ones right there, it's probably an 8-0 game. The Wildcat play of the game, just going to have to give it to –
Well, we'll actually give it to Key Kendrick, play of the game, interception on a fake field goal, and Key made a couple of moves and brought it back about 40 yards out to about the 45-yard line. So Key Kendrick with the play of the game there on the interception return on a fake field goal.
Wheelers seamless gutters, 5- and 6-inch seamless gutters in many colors to match your home style. That's the Wildcat play of the game and the replay of the game.
I'm going to give it to Tyree Gray because I thought he was an active player. And 2 different times he comes up from his safety position to make tackles right at the line of scrimmage on speed sweeps. And it's hard to do that. You got to have outstanding speed, and you've got to be able to see the play before it gets started. Tyree Gray, I think Justin will be able to slow those down and allow us to see how quickly he moves up from 12, 15 yards back at the safety post to make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. So congratulations to those 3 players. But tip your hat. Trey Edwards and Tay Robinson were, again, 2 of the best players on the field. 4 great players out there tonight. Whitlow and Roy Yancey, and then our 2 on our side, and it was a defensive gym.
It really was. Mark Allen Treadwell, attorney at law's replay. So congratulations to Tyree Gray. Move to 2-1 on the season. Go to Eufaula next week, and that's been a game that 2 years ago was a classic down there for us to win the region championship. We go down there. They are 2-1 on the season as they get a 19-12 win over Lanier, and that's not that impressive. So Wildcats move on the road. They'll come back, work on whatever they've got to work on offensively, continue to grow on defense, and go down to Eufaula, Randy, next week, and we're looking forward to it.
Advanced Heating and Air is East Central Alabama's certified train comfort specialist. That means the pros at Advanced make you the focus with superior service on all brands, 24-hour availability, and in most cases, same-day response. Advanced Heating and Air is exclusive with Train Heating and Air products that deliver the longest reliability and great energy efficiency with an amazing 0% 60-month financing package on all new Train products. The best service contacts in the region, and all pricing is upfront so you have no surprises. Advanced Heating and Air, where your comfort is our #1 concern.
At Alex City Chiropractic, we can help you identify and correct health issues caused by misalignments of your spine that disrupt normal nerve communication between your brain and your body. At Alex City Chiropractic, we correct these misalignments by gently adjusting your spine, allowing your brain to better communicate with your body, resulting in improved health for you. At Alex City Chiropractic, you can receive chiropractic care to maintain the integrity of your spine and nervous system. Call Alex City Chiropractic today and let us help you reach your peak performance.
Carlisle Drugs in downtown Alexander City is celebrating 100 years in business. Wow! Check out the soda fountain. Yeah, soda fountain. And gifts for all occasions, ladies' shoes and clothing, Spartina handbags, wallets, and jewelry, Claremont designed picture frames, cuff bracelets, lake-themed items by Slant Collection. Come celebrate history at Carlisle Drugs in downtown Alexander City. For 100 years? Wow!
Home-owned and home-operated, Wheelers Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs has been in operation for over 20 years, providing seamless gutters, shingle and metal roofing, vinyl siding, and replacement windows to satisfied customers. Wheelers Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs accepts insurance claims. We are a licensed bonded company you can rely on. Give your home a facelift and stop risking injury climbing on ladders to clean your gutters. Call the professionals with Wheelers Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs for your free estimate today.
Over the years, S&S Tire has grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our 2 locations on Cherokee Road in Alex City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.